This is a replay of the Open Mic Community Space for NBA 2K23 from June 13th. If you'd like to be part of it, it happens every Tuesday night on Twitter. Link in bio. Sub up, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for listening. Space number 32. First of all, shout out to fast chargers and super fast chargers. It makes you wonder why they sell the old chargers anymore. My wife left me with her charger, and it charged my phone from almost zero to full in 45 minutes. So, again, I don't know why they make the old chargers anymore. Another shout out to Cabrillo. It's not often that I get to get flexed on right before a space starts, which was nice. Instigated, I think, in part by Jimmy Crack Corn. I can't confirm or deny that. No, I can confirm that. I think Jimmy Crack Corn helped instigate that whole little Twitter flex on me. Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing fantastic. I was just shouting out fast chargers, fast phone chargers. Have you heard of these things?
I have.
Like, come on, right? The 45 minutes it took my phone from 0 to 100. And
Hey, that's what Drake said.
and I have another charger that warns me that I didn't buy this with the phone, and it's going to be 6 hours. So, yeah, that's one of my impromptu shout outs.
W.
Yeah, and I also came up with a little motto for the space. I don't know, impromptu.
I'm listening.
Okay, it's you don't have to have something to say to want to be heard.
That's true.
Uh
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you one of your streams this week you had I think a Seinfeld reference about
Yeah.
about nothing, and I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about what I as a content creator, um, I didn't have a lot to say. I wanted to be heard, but and that's kind of how the evolution of all this is, and so at this open mic space for anybody listening. You don't need to have something on your mind, something to get off your chest. You may just want to have your voice on a YouTube video for forever. It's about community. It's about active participation and the level of involvement that you want. Um, and so yeah, it's you don't have to have something to say to want to be heard.
I like that one. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, it's almost like waffling, a bit of waffling.
Hey, more waffles the better.
And another shout out is for Floki, and again, anybody who's done the interview show with me, they of course they're not doing it for publicity or exposure. It's me we're talking about. So, so they're doing it just out of their own free will. They're wasting their own time talking to me for an hour. And even though Floki it didn't work out, I totally understand things happen. Um, you prioritize priorities, and he gave me plenty of time to reschedule. But me being a Hall of Fame plan canceller myself, I celebrated the fact that I was off the hook. I even had a couple people offer to jump in for the interview spot and shuffle things around. And I was like, no, I'm going to enjoy this little win here. Not that I didn't want to talk to Floki. I'm going to talk to Floki at some point. But
Okay.
going from having plans that you work around, and not bad plans, fun plans, but all of a sudden to just freedom. All of a sudden you got a couple hours that you get to do whatever you want. And
Yep.
and yeah, and I have canceled plans in the past, and I will continue to cancel plans, and give people that kind of enjoyment. And uh, but so yeah, hopefully everything's going good with Floki, and I know he is a new dad and everything. So but but yeah, he's an awesome dude. So I do plan on talking to him. Um, and another shout out I have is for anyone that puts themselves out there for others to judge. And you all know who you are. And it's not easy. And whether that's online or in real life, There's an old saying that everyone's a critic. It's an old saying because everybody's a critic. And whether you're creating content or playing comp in front of people or playing in a tournament like the slotted tournament. We got July Glow on the PS side and Rice on the Xbox side. I don't know how it's going or if they were able to play or anything like that. Man, I get so busy. But when I said no strings attached, I don't expect updates or anything. I just hope those guys win. So yeah, those Rice and July Glow were our official entrants for the slotted tournament. So they're both really good at the game, like way better than me. So
I've actually played with July recently and just talked with him a lot recently. I mean, we've been talking with each other since 21,
um,
really in the summer.
um,
But no, that's my guy, man. I know you're gonna ask me to give shout outs, and I read your notes. I'm familiar with your game.
good, good, good.
He's for sure a shout out I'm gonna give. I'm happy to give more, but shout out to that dude, man.
All
He's
right.
really good.
Yeah, we get that out of the way early. Yep. Yeah, another guy on YouTube. And yeah, he can, but he's one of those guys that can do things with every card that I can't. That I'm like, oh yeah, that card looks amazing. I'm gonna fire up here, and then wait a second, do we have the same card? And I have to check. And I think to myself, okay, his must be badged out. That's what I always say. Like whenever I watch comp gameplay, I just assume their card's more badged out than mine. That's why it acts a little different.
If you don't know, best hardened user ever to probably touch my team. So just throwing that out there.
And Dirk too. So
Yeah.
yeah, Dirk's a given. So wow, that's a couple. I thought I was the best hardened user. I'll have to
Sorry.
update. I'll have to update my own
love you.
resume.
I love you, but I gotta be honest with you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
All right, my resume will be second best hardened user. All right. Well, he probably plays on next gen, so I'll be current gen best. And he's PlayStation too, so I'm best Xbox hardened. No, we're fine. We're fine. Resume stays intact. All right.
There you go.
No update needed. Uh, and 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 anyone putting yourself out there for people to judge, where somebody can pop in and say wrong and leave, or someone can say nope, you suck, gone.
Yeah.
And you just have to accept it. You accept it in whatever way you want. You take it or leave it, but most of all, you believe in yourself and you power through it. And I know that's been a motto of mine for a long time, of just believing in yourself, because if you don't, then it's hard to get other people to believe in you.
Absolutely. I mean, if you don't bet on yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to, right?
Yeah.
It starts with you. It starts and ends with you, honestly. Like you just have to do it yourself. And that's one of the things that I've realized. I realized that a long, long time ago, but especially after I graduated college and I was out on my own, I was like, look, it's me. It's got to be me. There's nobody else. No one's gonna do this for me. I'm in North Dakota, out of all places. Let's go.
Yeah, if I'm hungry, I got to go find some food.
Yep.
Simple things. If I want the lights to be on next month, I got to go find some work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I can't walk in there and say, and Jimmy, I gave you criticism last week for not hyping yourself up enough.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're good at hyping up your shows and stuff, but the self shout outs we still got to work on.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd rather get an assist than a score, right? I'd rather get an assist than a bucket. I'd rather shout somebody else out.
Not me. I'd rather throw it off the backboard to myself and dunk it and point at my teammates and ask where they were at. But no, yeah, right. If I could touch the net anymore, sure. But yeah, that's the shout outs, and shout out 2K for, again, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel overwhelmed. And I see Floki in here, and I did shout you out earlier. I don't know if you heard, and I totally understand stuff gets busy, and I do thank you for the free evening. That was the big shout out. Being a veteran, I've canceled more plans than I've gone through with. So I appreciated the evening off. It was great. Being an adult with way too many responsibilities. So it was nice. It was very nice.
For sure.
But 2K, hammering us with stuff. they're doing every day in June.
Yes, sir.
There's like 34 teams and 32 days in June. So the next so they got the 30 days, 30 cards, 30 teams, uh, which is fun. I got a little backed up here and there, but if they let you play catch up.
Oh yeah,
How are you doing on that grind?
I'm all caught up. Um,
Um,
on Xbox anyway. I actually got Sigma on both consoles. You little sneak peek here into the mind of Jimmy. I am pretty close to getting the unicorn ball on both consoles, which is crazy to think about. I'm less than 1,000 points away on PS5, but at the same time, I just wanted to go ahead and keep grinding on Xbox and show love. And I want to give a shout out to Nolan because he just sent me he got to Zion at level 40. So
nice, nice. But no, but you're supposed to let Floki know, not Jimmy, though.
well, I know,
I'm
but he let me
s-
know, and Floki's in here, so I'm letting him know. And
I like that.
that's what happens when you sit behind the screen and grind to level 40. That's what you do. So
Oh yeah, you let people know. You let a couple people know in particular, and you let the world know. And that's why we have a Twitter to say, hey, look at this, got this done, right? Where are you at? And then people tell you where you're at, and yeah, and then we move on to the next thing. Where are we at on this? What are we doing on this? It's yeah,
yeah,
it's a whole community, right?
oh yeah, we
And but you in particular, I noticed a tweet right before the space started,
yep.
like an amazing tweet.
Oh, thanks.
Do you mind sharing with the class a little more what that tweet was all about?
Yeah, for sure. Um, so at the end of my freshman year of college, and there were
And for the listeners on YouTube, it's about Fred VanVleet. So just so you know, just a little the card that dropped today. Jimmy, I guess they're best friends or something. I don't know. Here we go.
I wouldn't say all that. That might be gassing a little bit, but um, he had a heck of a career at Wichita State. For anybody who doesn't know, an amazing college player. And so there was a trainer at Butler who was working out some guys, for just working out, and some of it was from pre-draft. And Fred was in the 2016 NBA draft, so he was getting some work in, and I got to take some pics of him a couple times. And I'll never forget when he sent me that second message. When he said Hinkle tonight 7:30, I'm like, all right, I'm there. I didn't care about homework that night. I was like, all right, this dude's gonna be in the NBA. And I know we've we've definitely I've definitely trolled people about the undrafted stuff. But if anybody doesn't know, he chose to be undrafted. He chose that. He wanted to find his own way with the Raptors. And I know yesterday the timing of it all is a little bit crazy because he said he was going to opt out of his contract. Um, but at the same time, as controversial as it's been, especially this season, he's been fun to watch, man. He helped them win a championship, and it's cool to watch a guy I got to know a little bit and take pics of win a championship, man. So I'm always gonna be a fan of his. I'm always gonna pick him in fantasy if I can, uh, and show him love. And he deserves it, man. I'm a big fan.
And the message that I thought really stood out, I didn't get to really dissect or break it down, was, hey, did you get any good pics of me?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah,
Like, talk about just the human connection on that. Like, the, you, he's out there just trying to get some shots up. He's uncertain about the future.
yeah.
He knows he's got a big time photographer in the stands.
Not at all. Not at all. And especially after my freshman year, I was getting my feet wet myself. So I was trying to figure myself out. And like, it was an interesting situation because he came in as, I don't want to say an outsider, but the rest of the guys working out were Butler guys. And he's there with his brothers. So he's got, his comfort zone there. But I mean, I was trying to think, okay, I know I've seen this guy before, but I ended up talking with him. And we talked about his college career and stuff. But no, he was awesome. It was a really cool experience, and like I said, watching him win the championship, there's that moment where he's got the Band-Aid on his on his face, and he's like screaming after he get the big shot against the Warriors. Like that's my first thing I think of when I think of him.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. See, and yeah, that's awesome. That's one of those stories that I'm jealous of you, or anybody that got to be part of something like that. That that you didn't watch from the stands. You got down there and waffled,
I did.
right?
I did. Big time waffling on 2 different occasions with Fred.
I love that. I love that. So you must have got the card then.
I did.
Uh,
I did.
you,
Always.
you look at it a little bit. Did you check the pass accuracy on it at all?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but I can tell you it's pretty high. I'll save it for stream tomorrow.
Oh, okay. A little surprise for stream. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
When
Yeah.
when he was obviously today there was so much more going on that he kind of got swept under the rug, and somebody's gonna say, oh, it's because he's so short, he's 6 foot. But I had to do it, man. Whenever he gets a card, I'm gonna try to get it. I know nobody was really too enthused about getting him today, but I was, because we'll always have a connection.
That's when they dropped Dark Matter Denver. So, that was something that kind of overshadows a lot of things, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
well, what do you think about that? I thought that was pretty awesome. I thought, because I had some of the cards already that are just chilling in the collection. So now they become Dark Matters. I had some unauctionable. I had Jokic already. I haven't opened that one pack that we got from the code.
Okay.
So I don't know who to pick, but what's your overall thoughts of that?
Well, the pleasant surprise that I wasn't expecting was the completion reward for the spotlights. I was not expecting to get an option pack there at all, and I had been caught up with all those as well on my Xbox account. So with that, I had most of the roster. Um, I picked Jokic on my PlayStation 5 from the option pack from the locker code at the last one. So I got Jokic on Xbox today, and then from the spotlights, I went ahead and got MPJ. I already had Vlatko, and I've evolved mostly everybody. I just need to get KCP and somebody else, but everybody else I have evolved. I think I need to get Aaron Gordon, but I have mostly everybody evolved up. And yeah, man, I mean, shout out to the Nuggets, best team in the NBA.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and a couple of veterans that have been around the league that ended up getting a championship, and not ended up getting a championship. I misphrased that earned a championship.
Absolutely.
That
I mean, you got to shout out 2 guys that earned it big time. Jeff Green, back years and years ago, he had a heart condition where he might not have played. He might not have, who knows what would have happened. But he stuck through it. Obviously was with the Cavs when they made the finals, lost, and gets his ring. And then Ish Smith, how many teams has this guy played for? And he gets a ring. And then you go to the other side, and you see Christian Brown, rookie, one in high school, one in college. Now he's an NBA champion. The dude's a winner, man. So you got to give him his props. And
yeah.
it was a fun finals, and the Nuggets were just a juggernaut.
And there was a tweet somebody sent out that said, "Seeing this lets me know that Jokic, once he retires, we'll never hear from him again."
Yeah, you know what? That's like a running joke because it's true, but that's like a meme that people have said about Kawhi for years. Okay, so like when Dom tweeted that, I knew I'm familiar with his game, and I tweeted that to him because I was like, okay, I've seen this for years and years and years and years about Kawhi, and now it's just the same meme template with Jokic. But it's true with Jokic too. He's gonna ride a horse off into a sunset. We'll never see him again.
Yeah, because the first guy I thought of was Dino Raja.
Yeah.
That that guy's just going to have a great career in the NBA, and then all of a sudden just go live the life, wherever, on the beach somewhere.
Yep.
Living the best life.
You got Dino, and then it must be a Spurs thing because Tim Duncan obviously doing his thing before coming back into the game, and then I don't know. People have just said that on Twitter about Kawhi for years, so I was like, okay, I'm familiar with your game.
See, and I'm still learning the whole Twitter game too. So yeah, I figured that was a unique tweet, and I was like, huh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It does. It does, man. I mean, Jokic, he would much rather be home than be at the parade, which, I mean, you can't blame the guy. He just needs to go home, man. The job is done, and he can go home now, as he said.
Yeah. And I got a couple other things to get to, Jimmy, and I just realized it's been 20 minutes and I haven't even done the intro yet. Uh, if you have a second, and then maybe you could react a little bit to what I say about this intro.
Okay.
Except I'm not prepared with one thing I needed to find. Well, let's just go through it, because the space again, Spatial Jones, I have to shout him out. He sent out about a tweet about people thanking people, and it was based off of the undisputed ending. I don't know if you know that undisputed is ending.
Yes. Yes, I'm aware.
Yep, but he kind of touched on the fact that all of us get to be on the outside looking in and judge their relationship, but they sat there and showed love to each other right there, and they got pretty real.
Yep.
But we're on space 32, which still is crazy to say. So there's 70 hours of waffling.
If not more, if not more.
Probably more, easily more out there. And to me, and that we're still doing this and seeing everybody here, seeing all these people here, it's winning. And nobody wins alone. We need support along the road to a win. And support comes in many different ways. You know, they call it a ladder to success. You know, you fight your way to the top, or the cream rises to the top, if you want to sound less violent about it. But everything has upward vibes, you know, and we saw last night that it was success through support.
Yep.
And the first thing Jokic said was, you know, we're not rooting for ourselves. We're rooting for the guy next to us. And that's huge, because you might, deep down, you might not know it, but you might try a little bit harder for someone else than you would for yourself.
For sure.
Because we want to see others succeed, and we want to have them succeed with us, and we don't want to let others down. We don't like to disappoint people. And how do we try to avoid disappointment? Is by planning and support. You know, having a game plan. You try to surround yourself with the right people. And then this is where I was going to read the Spatial Jones tweet, but the time got away from me. But everybody look up Spatial Jones, look up his tweet, and it was about Shannon Sharpe, and maybe even Ramsey might read it when he gets in here. And I see you requested, Ramsey. I see you. And Fed, mid for mid, I see you. New speaker coming in. Thank you. And Isaac, thank you. You're traveling around the country, so I appreciate you popping in.
Yes, sir.
But yes, check out Spatial Jones' tweet about the Shannon Sharpe, about those two, and it's a good clip about Shannon thanking Skip for taking a chance on him.
Yep.
And you know, we get to judge, oh, these guys hate each other, and this and this and this, and then you see that moment that, you know, and that's who you choose. You know, and our work friends become family. And it's a situation where we are stuck with people that we don't get to decide really who we're with and who we're not, but we get to decide who our name's attached to. You know, you may have to work with somebody, but you don't have to like them. You don't have to, but there are people that you do end up liking, that you do end up finding support in, that you do hitch your wagon to. And you try to be around people that'll both criticize your success and find success in your failures. You know, true support. That's not just 100%. Yeah, you're doing everything right, or no, you're doing everything wrong. You know, and for the majority of us, we don't get to pick the teammates we're with.
That's for sure.
But yeah, yeah, and sometimes you make the best of it, and that's like a basketball team. They don't get to pick their teammates for the most part, unless they just, you know, fly down to South Beach and choose their teammates. But you never know. But for the most part, we deal with our teammates. But when you do have a chance to line up people, you know, like picking teams at recess, That's when you have to really choose wisely, because like in this whole online situation, back in recess, it's I pick and then captain number two picks. I pick and then captain number two picks. But in this online situation, if it's my turn to pick, there's no second captain. I'm picking Jimmy. I'm picking Fed. I'm picking Ramsey. I'm picking Isaac. I'm picking mid for mid, mini coach, Hamza. I'm picking Heck. I'm picking Evan. I'm picking Jimmy Cat Corn. I'm picking Delaz King, who's making a return to listen into the space. I'm picking Joey Brooklynite, because hell yeah, I am. I'm picking King Chill. I'm picking Freebase. I'm picking Nolan. I'm picking Zach. I'm picking Lando. I'm picking Jesus. I'm picking I Got Game. I'm picking Peyton. And I'm picking Gurman. I get to pick who I can be around. We get to decide who we hook our name to. And there's nobody picking against us. So that's why it's more important to choose wisely. Just because somebody doesn't want to, just because somebody wants to be your friend, is it smart to be theirs? If you have a chance to pick your team, don't waste picks. Don't let somebody claim your name without any kind of backing by you. That's how you win. That's how you win in an online world, in my opinion.
That's great advice. I hope everybody hears that seriously. That's really good stuff to know, because we know we're all trying to develop a brand, right? We're all trying to some of us are streamers, some of us are viewers, whatever, but we all want to feel a sense of belonging and a sense of connection, whether we watch, whether we stream. I mean, heck, I've said it 1,000 times. Not Big Heck Money, but shout out to him though. I'm as much of a fan as I am a creator. I pop into people's streams all day long, 2K, ML, whatever. So.
Oh yeah, yep, and that's what it's all about, and being there and seeing other people succeed, and then being there to cheer for them when they succeed, and yeah, that's what this whole situation has been about. So when you can pick your teammates, and when you can't, you make the best of it. When you're stuck with, or like you look at Jokic and Murray, they had no common background, and then they're on a team together all of a sudden, and then how many years later they're winning a championship.
Yep. So it took them a while, right? What didn't happen overnight. There were trials and tribulations. I mean, Jokic, when he comes here, there's all kind of, this dude is like chubby. Like, is he going to be able to defend? Is he going to be able to move? And he loses weight and he gets in shape. And Jamal Murray, he didn't hit a shot for several games starting his career when he came up and was known as a shooter. And he's starting to doubt himself. Am I really good enough for this? I'm a top pick. I went to Kentucky, all this different stuff. And then he gets hurt. And then they have to go ahead and try to figure that out. And now you see what happens when they're fully healthy, when they're fully composed as a team. They go out, they get a guy like KCP, they get a guy like Bruce Brown. They have the veteran leadership with a guy like Ish Smith, Jeff Green that we talked about, with youth as well. Man, that was a fun team to watch. I don't care. A hot take here: the finals weren't boring. I enjoyed them.
But there was a couple of moments where you're watching the Nuggets play, and you're like, "Well, who let them build this team?
Yeah.
Nobody noticed this going on? What they were doing in the Rocky Mountains there?"
Everybody bought into their roles, man. Jokic said it. I've said it 1,000 times on stream recently. Jokic said about Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, he was the guy on the Magic, but they weren't getting anywhere. So he had to come to Denver, get a change of scenery, and take a little bit of a lesser role. And Jokic said the best thing he did was accept his role. So that's what we kind of have to do, right? With us, with me, with you, with everybody in here, we kind of got to know our role and just thrive in it and be accountable for it. So.
Yep. And yeah, and if you're not comfortable with your role, you got to keep pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, and see how it goes. That's all it is. That's take more shots. You're gonna miss more shots, but you're also gonna make more shots.
Dion Waiters mentality, baby. Look it up.
That's right. That's right. Launch that bish. Says N Man.
Rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9, because if you go 0 for 9, that means you stopped shooting. That means you lost confidence. That could be in anything in life. If you're trying to obtain a significant other, holla at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You just keep shooting, man. Keep the
Yeah.
Deion Waiters mentality in your life.
You have to. You have to. You have to be able to be willing to fail. The only success is worth succeeding at is if there was a risk involved.
Yep.
You know.
Facts.
Yeah. Like success isn't getting home on time to catch the reruns of the Golden Girls, but it could be. It could be, but but there was no risk because it's going to be on tomorrow. All right. I'm just thinking of something that's low risk. That's the lowest risk thing I could think of.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep. But high risk would be speeding to catch said show, and that's bad. That's bad business. So all in all, Jimmy, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm doing really well. I really enjoyed streaming today. I streamed for 4.5 hours today. That hasn't happened in a long time. And I could have gone for longer, honestly. But I wanted to raid Floki. I know that was in your poll. Touch Grass won in the landslide. So
It did. It did. Yeah. Hey, I'm just helping you plan your day. That's just me being a good friend. Like, you know what? I was thinking maybe Jimmy's sitting at home waffling about what he's going to do today. Let me help him out.
I appreciate that 100%. And W poll. At the same time, I just, for anybody who's listening to this in the future, we got a locker code today. It's true. My team posted it. I posted it. A lot of people posted it. It's up for a week. Today's Tuesday evening. So just letting you guys know that you guys can get basically any dark matter you want from the locker code. And Jokic is basically an invincible because he has the 55 Hoffs once you evolve him up all the way. Just saying.
Oh yeah. See, so game, fixed ? Right? I'd say the game's fixed then. So all four things. Aside, unless you watch me stream and watch me play the game, then you'll see there's certain things. Certain things that I'm like, huh? What?
I have a feeling that people are still going to tell me to fix my game. So.
Oh yeah. That'll be years to come. They'll be telling somebody else to fix their game in honor of you in the future. People have to explain, oh, that's an old Jimmy meme.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. It was an old Kawhi meme.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Full circle.
Let me just tell you. So let me just give you a little bit of Twitter lore. And I know Heck loves the lore. That tweet about Kawhi has been stolen so many times. I've seen so many people post that tweet about Kawhi. Once Kawhi retires, we'll never hear from him again. He was going home to tell his family how work was today.
Really? So that came from Kawhi, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. See, I just throw things in my notes and just say, yep, that was today. That's brand new today.
That's funny.
It's a lot easier, a lot more flow. Without facts getting in the way, there's a lot more flow to the story, I think.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. So who did you pick then of your option pack? If you get to pick any of them, you're a new player. You just logged in. And it sounds like you get two of them.
You can get
2 packs?
You can get 2 of them. So
okay.
The first pick, if you're a new player, obviously it's Jokic. That's a slam dunk. And he does have quite a bit of work involved to evolve him all the way. But he is, by all intents and purposes, the best choice because he has the most badges. And he's one of the best cards really in the game, honestly, especially in that position. But then we're talking about MPJ. We're talking about Vlatko, talking about these guys. That could be a lot of fun. Now, just to be very clear to everybody, some of the Nuggets players already evolved to dark matter. Jamal Murray already evolved to dark matter. Aaron Gordon already evolved to dark matter. Christian Brown already evolved to dark matter. But anybody who didn't already evolve to dark matter got the dark matter evolution today, along with Jokic, like I said, with the Hoffs. So you could go ahead and get MPJ, KCP, whoever you want. But just to be very clear to people, because people were asking me questions about this, if you do the NBA Finals Spotlight Challenges and all of them end when you complete the requirement before today, where you just have to win by 5 points as a 3-minute quarter game, then you can go ahead and get another option pack. But make sure you guys type that locker code in. I posted a tweet, and you can get some tokens on the board as well. I know people were asking about tokens, so just want to let you guys know about that.
Were they asking about tokens or the token market?
People have been asking how to get tokens this season, so
Oh, okay, I like that. I like that. Probably to use in the token market
I want to give
when it gets an update.
I want to give a shout out to the dude who replied to me and said that they be doing the most with the ball drop stuff. All right, man. I mean, you're getting the dark matter. I don't know what else, but I mean, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to see the spotlight stuff. I've caught up with all of those. I've done every challenge, Tim. Like, I really need to touch grass.
Yeah, and the people have spoken. They demand it of you.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I know.
That yeah. So let's look into that. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe the next day. Well, so pencil it in, huh?
Okay.
Pencil it in.
Mama will be here in a few days, so we'll probably
be
together.
We'll touch grass in a few days. I like that plan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good start of a season. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to touch grass in a few days. New season drops tomorrow. So the Nuggets won the championship, and we got to see that. Have you ever been part of a championship?
Yeah, I saw your notes, and I was thinking about it, and there's one that comes to mind. There's probably been more, but so when I moved, I was in third grade and I had to join a new baseball league, new baseball team, new coaches, everybody, and we were the Tigers. So what was I, 9 years old? And we won, and I hit a triple in the championship game. And it was against this kid named Bob. I'll save his name, but he was a year older than me, and he had kind of, I don't want to say bullying me, but kind of like picking on me a little bit out in the playground for most of the year. I don't know if it's because I was a new kid, whatever. But I had this triple into the left center gap, and we ended up winning the championship. The Tigers beat the Pirates on that fateful day. So yeah, I about that. As, unfortunately, my coach has passed away, and he was a great man. But it was awesome. It was definitely good to think about that. I had my golden bat. It was I just all the memories came flooding back once I saw your notes today.
And a triple in the big game.
Yeah,
that's wheels. That's wheels.
I was hustling. I had some speed back in the day. The base running awareness wasn't always there, but I was a little bit faster than your average bear. All my athletic ability is pretty much gone out the window because I don't touch grass. But back then, I was out there hustling, no doubt about it, and we got the win. And it was one of those things that you always remember from your childhood,
Oh yeah. It's and then you might end up thinking about one of your teammates or something. You might run into them or something like that. Yeah, it's a whole thing being part of a championship.
Absolutely. Playing with kids that were older than me. Again, like I said, I was a new kid, so I had to go ahead and make an impact somehow, even as a young kid. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It sounds like the exact storyline of the Mighty Ducks. New kid in town, new hot shot.
There's some similarities, but at the end of the day, I was just trying to help the team. I was just trying to do what Jokic did, and Jamal Murray did, and you see those guys celebrating. I have a picture with a couple of my coaches celebrating, and I think of last night, Jokic throws Murray into the pool. So that was definitely a cool moment. And I get a little emotional talking about this because I haven't thought about that moment in a while, but it was fun, man. It was fun to win the championship. I'm sure I've won more championships, not to flex or anything, but that's the first one that came
to mind. I've won so many championships, I've forgotten about them. Most of them. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. The trophy case gets so full, and you just sell the trophy case. You're like, no, I'm not going to sell all the trophies. That'd take too long.
Hey,
whole case can go.
That's the trophy case. Pink Diamond Derrick Rose. I think we'll be all right.
What about on the other side of things, like through gaming? Have you ever won a tournament or a giveaway or a drawing or anything like that?
I did. In sixth grade, I won a Madden like the first round of a Madden tournament. I was playing against grown men, and it was sponsored by GameStop. It was crazy.
Mhm.
It was at my local GameStop, and then I advanced to the next round. And this dude, the next round, this dude just absolutely just pummeled my full team. And I asked him again. I'm like, what, 12 years old? I asked the dude next to me. I'm like, do you play online? He's like, yeah, I do. I was like, okay. I was lucky to get out of the first round with the win. But back in the day, I loved playing Madden, which was a lot of fun. But I mean, really, just for 2K11, I was just playing so much Play Now with the Bulls on the broadcast camera, and not necessarily any tournaments or anything like that, but just winning a lot of games.
Yeah, that's that takes a whole nother level to go tournament style.
Yeah,
That's how I was in a Nintendo tournament at a mall, which are two very old phrases.
W. Love it.
Yeah, and one did pretty good the first round. Yeah, lost the second round. Kind of similar stories. Uh, yeah, but it dominated the first round. Dominated the first round enough that I was in the arcade in between rounds. That kid noticed me and whispered to his friend, "That's the dude in first." So
Dang, what
yeah,
are you playing?
it was Mario, just regular Mario.
Nice.
But my strat was to get as far as you can, as fast as you can. Don't get coins. Don't get none of that garbage. No, you go to the end because that flag, that's where the coin, that's where the money's at. And I was the first one to get that one done. But then the next round was Ninja Turtles. And yeah, and I thought of the same thing. I was trying to get as far as I could, but the accomplishment was kills for that one. Kills. And yeah, there was a whole thing. I think it was set up. It was against me. The whole tournament was set up against me. That's what I say.
7th grade. I want to make sure I remember this one because this is a huge shout out again to my parents. I had my baseball team over for a Christmas party, and we had 3 tournaments simultaneously going on. We had Madden in the basement, we had 2K upstairs, and we had ping pong also in the basement. Table tennis, whatever you want to call it. That was fun, man. And yeah, I those that was 2K9. So, man.
And were you a sweat? You were winning. You were inviting people over to beat them.
I mean, it was just us, we went ahead. Excuse me, that might have been no, that was 6th grade. That was 6th grade. Anyway, I don't give a damn what grade it was. All I know is it was fun.
It's a long line of winning. That's the problem. The wins are stacking up so much that you just can't separate them anymore,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Oh, man.
And that comes with age too, being 57. You're gonna forget. There's gonna be times where I'm gonna have to remind you that it's Tuesday.
For sure.
And then vice versa. That comes with age. Some people call it experience. I call it forgetfulness.
Yeah. So happens you're 7. But W Nintendo tournament. Sorry if I cut you off, but that's cool, man. At the mall.
Oh yeah, down at the mall. The Pine Ridge Mall is what it was called. It's been since torn down. So yeah, but Nintendo's still a company, so I'm holding on to that. It's not all gone.
What year was this? If you could give us an approximation.
Oh, geez. 1991, possibly.
Wow.
1990, maybe 92. Yeah, there was tournaments back then. Yeah, old school gamer here.
You've been around.
Still didn't win anything. I continue the long line of mediocrity in gaming, but I'm still playing. Right?
Amen, brother.
Yeah. But you made it to the end, Jimmy. You nailed it. So it's up to you now if you want to give a self shout out, or you can turn that into 3 shout outs that will live here on YouTube.
Well, I already gave 2. So I shouted out July. I shouted out Nolan.
Yep.
So I got one more, right?
You got one more. And it can't be Rye Guy because he won the first giveaway.
That's fine.
So he got a monetary shout out. So he's cool.
Hey, I know people shout out, man. Shout out to the captain. This guy is the glue that holds my streams together. I don't know where I'd be without him. W Mod, man. I just love me some Cap. So I just want to give him a big shout out, man, and just everything that he's done for me over the years. He was talking to me on Reddit before I even know who he was. So big shout out to the captain, man. That dude's an awesome dude. I wish you could shout out more people, but I see him in here, man, and he deserves all the love in the world. So I gotta show him some love.
Yep. The problem with shouting out more people is then people will be like, well, you didn't get to me. You shouted out 9 people. You didn't get to me yet. Come on.
I know.
So that's why we got to keep it nice and short. Yeah.
No.
Because there's so many people to shout out. You go through the whole list of people here and that have been 32 spaces. Geez, Jimmy, like we're practically best friends now. Where did that come from? Where the hell did that come from? I don't know.
That's a lot of waffling. And I would shout out Ramsey too, but you probably said that wasn't going to count or something crazy.
No, yeah.
But
the biggest shout out, yeah. Another one of my good friends, Ramsey.
Yes, sir.
That has been holding it down for quite a few spaces. Ramsey, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right.
Doing better now that I texted him and I sent a friendly helping hand and tried to cheer him up with some Shannon and Skip memories. It's okay. You can say it.
Real quick, do you have a top memory from the show? Top memory, something that sticks out. I know there's quite a few memes of that show, Ramsey. You got some of those nailed.
Do I have a top memory?
Yeah.
After LeBron came back from 3-1, Shannon had his own full segment of celebrating LeBron.
Oh, because Skip was dogging on him. Has been.
Yeah, Skip's always dogging on LeBron.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, the end of an era. And yeah, talking about work friends and friends that you make. And showing appreciation. And yeah. Sorry about all the Nuggets talk, Ramsey. I know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's tough, but at the same time.
You know what I think? This is what I think. I think that Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray put the work in the offseason and they prepared for the moment. That's what I think.
For sure.
Yeah, they played well. Like a Batman and Robin with almost a, maybe not in 2 Batmans, but Murray, he had flashes of greatness. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this dude trained in the frozen tundra. Like you guys got to look at that story, man. He prepared for this from him when he was a little kid, and it's honestly inspiring.
Yeah, I like that. That's a huge one. Huge one.
Let's get the show on the road. It's 8:50.
How about the show's been on the road, man?
Let's get it going. Come on, we got to get through a lot, come on now. Let's go.
Give me a recent win, Ramsey.
A recent win. I got to take my mom out for a nice day after the events that transpired this morning. So,
okay,
nice afternoon.
Did you get the Nuggets option pack?
Yeah, and I picked the MVP.
Oh, how you like him?
He's good.
Does he play on your main?
Yeah.
All right. Are you happy with this type of celebration for the championship?
I mean, yeah, you give the top player, you give an option to get the team that won. She can get any of the players that helped contribute to the championship. So it's a dub.
Mm-hmm. All right. Have you been part of a championship?
Yeah. Back in the day. I mean,
do you want to go in on that at all?
Not really. I've already told that story. It's the same one where I tagged them out and we won the Little League World Series. So.
Okay, that's it. What about in like a gaming situation or a giveaway or a drawing?
Yes, in Madden, I'm a sweat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me a winning tournament situation there.
Madden 16 ended up making it to the semifinal because the guy quit or the guy didn't show up, and then in the championship, ironically, I didn't know it until the second half, and then I like had to lock in a little bit more. I was playing one of my friends who went to school with me. He had made it, but he didn't like. I didn't think he would. I didn't think he was playing that weekend or whatever. So we ended up playing each other, and I won. So then he had to hear it for the rest of the school year.
Nice. I bet you weren't very humble about it.
I was definitely humble. I said, "I'm sorry that you thought you had a chance." That's humble. You know.
I'm sorry, your feelings are hurt. I like that. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I'm out. Much
Thank
love.
you. Thank you, Jimmy. Always. Thank you a ton.
W Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have fun.
So have you gotten Zion yet, Ramsey? The guy from across the way in North Carolina?
Not yet.
Are you working on that one?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. How's it going?
I mean, it's going. I mean, it's not like I'm going for Zion. If I want the player, I'll go for the player. I'll get him casually.
Okay. Okay. So a maybe. We'll lock you in on a maybe. All right. So what about the VC option pack? Another one came out. What do you think about that?
Um, it's a dub. It gives people who just started the game an option to get some of their favorite players. Some people who don't know the game or like maybe not know basketball, but they've heard of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. They may want to try to get that when it says guaranteed. So it's a dub.
Yeah. We always wanted the option to be able to just put money on to buy our favorite card, the big card that came out. I haven't done it myself. My invincible was Larry Bird. What do you think about this
Okay.
Larry Bird you've had?
I don't have him, but he's good. I've seen people use him.
Are you at all tempted to do the trophy case grind?
Not at all. It's not happening.
No.
And just to cut in here, because I was gonna do this at the start, but I know we kind of got to get through because we have a couple more speakers. I was gonna give a shout out to Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets for capturing their first title, because Nikola Jokic epitomized what it took to hunker down and focus on winning a championship, even if it was against my favorite team. Denver wanted it more from the get go. Nikola Jokic put on a masterclass performance all 5 games. He averaged for that series 30, 14, and 7 on 55, 46, and 80% shooting splits. So he definitely deserved it. And shout out to the Denver Nuggets. And you know,
They look like they're going to be good
um,
for a while, don't they?
if you can keep a team together, it's hard to repeat. We haven't had it in a while since the Warriors.
Oh yeah,
So
because a lot of the glue guys, a lot of what they call "quote unquote" role players, are the ones that
and
win a championship and end up chasing money on a different team.
yeah,
And
sometimes. And then for anybody who's a hockey fan, the Florida Panthers, another South Beach team, is trying to keep their season alive against the Vegas Golden Knights, and they are currently down in Game 5, 2-0. So we'll see what happens there.
that's who you got in that series.
Um, I didn't really care who won it, but I think Vegas has it because they have more experience. Vegas a couple years ago when they first got into the league, they won it their first year as an expansion team. So they have better
Did you hear
experience.
anything about Messi coming to Major League
Yes,
Soccer
Messi
or something like that?
signed with the Miami MLS team, and they got the goat himself, man. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, it's a step down considering at the level that Messi plays, but it's still you're playing alongside guys that you play against in international play. So I expect Messi to, you know, turn heads and sell tickets.
Do you think finally soccer is going to catch on in the USA now?
I mean, soccer's caught on to anybody who watches it. I
And
mean, soccer
but
is a
I've been hearing
big
that
sport.
since like '86 that we got these magazines, given to us in elementary school, and there was like soccer themed magazines, and it's like they were trying to get everybody the soccer bug, and
Yeah, well,
so it's
we'll
like
see.
it's constant, which it's a beautiful sport, but I don't know what the disconnect between little American kids is. It
A
doesn't
lot
make
of
sense
people
to me.
don't know the rules, and it's the
It's
one
probably
sport that
offsides.
makes
It's
it.
probably just the offsides rule. That's everybody's confused by offsides, and so they just decide not to play it. That's what I think is the most confusing part of it.
Well, I mean, you have offsides in two sports, so hockey and
Mm-hmm.
soccer. But yeah,
Anything else going on? Is baseball heating up yet, or we wait till the summertime to really dive into that?
baseball is being played. I wouldn't say heating up. You have 162 regular season games, so we got a while, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The baseball season is a drag. That's for sure. What about back to 2K? What's your standard 2K day look like?
As in me playing
Like,
2K,
yep,
or
like
as
you
in,
log on, new content came out, you log on. What do you do? What, like, you check
well,
exhibitions first, or what do you find a
well, the
co-op partner with?
last the last 13 days, it's been logging on to get the different all time players, and
Mhm.
I mean, I get on there and check. I mean, I'll go straight into a clutch time or a co-op game. Usually, I'm getting on to see whatever like whatever's dropped, especially at the start of a new season. But I mean, it just depends on how I'm feeling on the day.
Oh, yeah. See, I get sucked right into the auction house. I'll be in there for 45 minutes, scrolling menus, then catch up on content. That's why I'm always behind on the actual gameplay part of it, because the menus get sucked in.
Mm,
So you getting on every day, getting logged in every day to get your card? Are you caught up?
yeah.
Um, what's your top mode right now? Still co-op, or because there's some offline stuff there? Are you getting the offline bug a little bit with these all-time
I
players?
get the offline mode to complete the card, and then I'm off of offline. So no,
So just enough,
co-op is
just
still
enough to
king.
get what you need. I like that. I like that. What about making MT? You still need to buy some cards. Any
Mm,
any any way you're doing that, or just grinding the game?
not necessarily. I mean, I don't really. Not at this moment. Not grinding MT. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. What about packs? You ripping any packs?
Absolutely not.
Smart, smart. That's how you keep the MT up, by not ripping packs. We all can't get that great pack luck. But anything else on your mind, Ramsey?
Did you answer? I mean,
Well,
did you ask the rest of the questions?
I think we made it through. I think we made it through.
Absolutely
Even-
not. You. How old are you, man? How old are you?
I-
You didn't
I'm
ask.
getting up
You didn't.
there. I'm getting up there.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Let's pull up Tim's questions and see where he stopped off. First of all, you're supposed to ask me next a shout out or anything like
No, the
what's
shout
going
outs at
on.
the end. The shout outs at
All
the
right.
very
So
end. I
so
was just because
then
you came in acting like that there was something on your mind and you were waiting to say it. And so I'm
yeah,
making
there
sure that
was. There was. And I
you
kind of
know,
got through it, but I don't want to take up, we got other speakers, so
oh,
I'm
other
just trying to be
speakers in line
cautious.
after you. Got all the time you want, my friend.
Mm,
So we
yeah.
can go to shout outs, or you can take a parting shot at Nikola Jokic
No, I
or the
have too much
refs,
respect for I
or,
have too much respect for that man. The problem
or a
is, the
farewell to
problem is,
Undisputed.
well, undisputed is. Undisputed is not here anymore, but it's an end of an era that was great. 7 years is a long time for anything, and I know that it didn't always look like Skip and Shannon had the best relationship, but anybody who's watched as long as I have would know that they really did care for each other. They had their disagreements, but um, they really built a relationship because Skip Bayless would not do the show unless Shannon Sharp was on there. And a lot of people didn't want Shannon Sharp on the show because of how animated he can get sometimes. And Skip took a shot on Shannon, and people from the get go, oh, this show is not going to last. And 7 years later, it was one of the top rated shows on the Fox network, the FS, So they did what they needed to do. And I can say that they gave me a reason to want to get up extra early, have my shit together, and watch Uncle Shannon and Skip Bayless. So shout out to those two guys.
Yeah, that was definitely entertaining. That's for sure, and that's a working relationship. People that you see every day, that you work with every day. That's a lot. That us as fans don't see the behind the scenes stuff. That we get to judge reactions on TV. Yeah. So I didn't get to watch as much of it as you guys got to. I kind of caught the end of it, but good stuff for sure.
Yeah, it definitely
So what about
was.
So now it's up to you. You can decide a self shout out, or you can give 3 shout outs. And another thing is another thing I forgot to ask you. Is there any space replies that I should have been paying attention to?
Let me look. Jermaine says soccer isn't enough action for most American kids. Hockey is low scoring, but lots of activity. Baseball's low scoring. Your wife said hello to you and everybody. So shout out to T Smalls girl.
Shout out my wife. Hello. Mm-hmm.
Evan said, T Smalls, I posted something I think you will like. It might blow your mind. And that's about it. Jonah said, who should I pick for my option pack? I personally would say Nikola Jokic. But if you already have like a center or a big and you need a point guard, maybe Jamal Murray. Maybe.
2 solid options. 2 solid options. Like that.
So,
all right. Well, thanks for catching up on that. That helps. That helps me a bunch. And then maybe something else might pop up that you have to get back in here. So you get to have 3 shout outs, and then we're going to get new speaker Mid for Mid in here. He's been Mid for Mid on Twitch, the Pink Axe. But I got you Fed. I got you Rye Guy winner of the giveaway. So it's up to you, Ramsey. Self shout out or 3 shout outs. Floor is yours.
The 3 shout outs I want to give tonight are to Jimmy Crack Corn, Big Money,
and you can go
Big
on.
Heck.
You can go in on why Jimmy Crack Corn. How about that?
I'll explain it because it's going to be a combination. Jimmy Crack Corn, Heck, and Spontaneous J. I got to talk to Heck this past weekend for a long time, and it was really a nice conversation because I know he's been busy and he made some time to do so. So that was awesome to talk to him, like old times. So I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Crack Corn and to Hollow J because I talked to them this weekend as well, and I got something planned, and they helped me out with it, along with Heck. And earlier today, I found out some unfortunate news, and they helped me, cheer me up throughout the day. Um, you know, so I appreciated that. So those are my three shout outs.
Great shout outs. Great shout outs. Yep. Can't go wrong. You're awesome community members as well. Uh, just like yourself. And thank you as always, Ramsey, for sure.
Yeah.
And now we got mid for mid, or what's your preferred name? I guess since you have two here.
Mid for mid would be fine.
Mid for mid, perfect. Well, first of all, mid for mid, thanks for being a new speaker here. Appreciate it. New speakers carry the space.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty good.
Okay, okay. Give me a recent win for you in your life.
We are my basketball team that I play for. We just got to the tournament and won. So that's pretty fire.
Okay, what position you play?
I play shooting guard.
Oh, nice. Can you launch it? Launch a three?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a three?
Yes, I average 2 makes a game.
Okay, okay. All right. No need to flex. All right. I'm just asking if you can make it. All right. All right. I like that. I like that.
Just saying.
Yeah. What about on 2K though? The Nuggets won a championship. There's a option pack. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm. I was personally hoping the Heat would win. But it's all good.
Yeah. Who's your favorite team?
The Bucks.
The Bucks. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel
Longtime Bucks
personally
fan.
responsible for the Bucks losing.
I have mixed relations. I sort of have a little bit of loyalty to Miami, but I have mixed feelings for them. And I had mixed feelings for them when they were in the finals.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's a lot of good basketball was played though. At least we got to see some good basketball.
I was hoping
maybe not by the Bucks, but there was good basketball.
Yeah. I hope I did keep Tyler Hero's playoff card, hoping that he would get an Evo, but no can do.
Yeah, that didn't pan out. That didn't pan out. So, did you get the Denver pack then?
Yes, I did.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Jokic.
Jokic. All right. Does he play on your main squad?
Only after I Evo him.
Okay. Okay. Who's your starting big man right now?
Right now I have Pau Gasol at the 4 and DeMontis Sabonis at the 5, and I'm really looking to upgrade them.
Okay, a little athleticism. I like that. Shout out to Zach for Pau Gasol. He's a big Pau Gasol. You see, there he is clapping. Yep, as soon as you say Pau Gasol, it gets him excited.
Let's go.
So, are you happy with how they celebrated the championship?
Yeah.
Satisfied with that?
Jokic wanted to go home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just get done. Just get done, and we're out of here. And on to the next one.
Yeah. Let's go back to Serbia.
Oh yeah, and you see his brothers, just two huge dudes in the crowd, just cheering him on too. The whole scene was just fantastic.
Yeah, the funniest part, in my opinion, was when he decked Jamal Murray into the pool.
I did see that clip.
Dude,
and
everything on like my YouTube recommendations, all over my TikTok, my YouTube Shorts, anything that I watch, everything on my recommendations is just NBA Finals. Like that's how much.
You're into it. You're into it. And once you click one, you click a couple of them, and I hope that for you, mid for mid, that you watch that clip of Jokic and Murray, and Jokic throwing him in the pool, and the pure joy of accomplishing something like that nothing else matters, that they did it, that if you can find something, that you find a goal that you put your mind to, that'll get you that kind of satisfaction, because that's what life is all about, my friend.
Yeah, I mean that's how it felt when we won that championship. It felt really good because up until then I had really been the only good player on my team, and we had just been experiencing a drought, and I switched teams. I basically just reset my whole basketball career that I have right now, and I ended up winning. So
okay, but you didn't give up on yourself though.
No, but there still have been complications, and again, looking to reset it, hoping I can do better. But
Yeah. And that comes with growth. Doubt comes with growth. Because each
yes,
time you try something new, each time you try to do new dribble move and it goes off your foot, or each time you try to take a little half step back and you can't shoot it
Mhm.
that far, it's all growth.
I've
And
shot a I have shot a half court shot in a game, thinking I was from the 3 point line because the ball rolled out to me somehow, and my coach benched me for the entire game.
hey, yeah, a little warning shot. Would you try to tell him it was a heat check or something?
I was about to say that.
Yeah, just say sorry, coach. I had takeover. Can't you see my shoes are on fire?
Yeah, I got my lockdown take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lockdown take and you're shooting a full court shot, man. What?
Yeah. I
I'd
mean,
bench you too. Yeah, a
I mean
lock.
it's still
Yeah.
takeover, so
Right. Yeah. As soon as I see somebody with takeover, I start shooting. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It doesn't matter what takeover. If their feet are glowing, I'm shooting with them. Oh, good point. Good point. So I know I respect that. I respect the heat check. What about like a giveaway or a drawing or a tournament in gaming? You ever won anything like that? Because the
no.
championship in basketball, that's pretty good stuff.
I've never. I don't have great luck when it comes to literally anything. But like I've never had good luck in 2K packs. I always pull nothing or just garbage duplicates that I already have in my collection.
Uh,
Um and
I hear
but
that. I
I
hear
did
that.
win a raffle a while back where I had a 50-50 chance of winning cuz only 2 people entered, and I actually won, and I won this whole box of like a combination of sushi, um egg
Oh,
drop soup, and it was just this whole like buffet thing that I got for absolute free.
okay. I like that. I like that. Yeah. A 50-50 raffle.
Yeah, it was like the only. It was like I was one of 2 people.
But see how good you feel. Imagine how bad it'd feel to lose a 50-50 raffle.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think they also chose me because I'm a little bit younger than the other person that entered.
Oh, so they didn't think you'd eat as much. So like, oh yeah, we're gonna get off cheaper here.
I mean, I thought they think. I mean, the thing is, it's it. I tried to redeem it on the first day after I got it because I got the email at like 10 p.m. And I was like, no, I'm not going to the restaurant. So I went to bed. And then the next day I tried to go get it. They told me they didn't serve it on weekends. Then I went back on Saturday. They didn't tell me. They told me they didn't serve it weekdays from before. They told me they didn't serve it on Saturday. So then I came back the next day and finally got it after all the hassle of waiting.
So did it taste great? Was it amazing?
Yes, it was worth it.
Okay, as long as it was worth it. As long as it was worth it. Speaking of worth it, Zion. Did you get
Zion?
Zion?
Nope, not yet.
Are you working on it?
Yeah. The grind mostly for me has been grinding with Invincible Braun, who is easily the best card I've ever had in my team.
How'd you get Invincible Braun?
I bought him with MT. I did not buy MT.
Okay. All right. Well,
Just
okay,
to
okay,
clarify.
okay.
Actually,
All right.
no,
I
I
got
take
you,
that back.
homie.
He's not the best card I've ever had in my team. The best card I've ever had in my team is definitely Endgame Taco Fall.
Endgame Taco Fall. Yeah. Yeah. And that was last year.
I actually, but the funny story is, I went back to 2K22 in about maybe season 3, and I ripped one single of those endgame, the not deluxe ones, because I had like 400k MT, and I whipped one single, and I pulled the dark matter, and it was Taco Fall, and I ran out of my room, ran upstairs, ran back down the stairs, and was basically freaking out.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Were your parents think you were
All
losing your mind or what?
No, I mean, I had to be kind of quiet because my dad was sleeping, but I went the most insane I could possibly be.
Quietly. You went quietly, went insane. I like that.
I was quiet. I was quietly celebrating.
That's good. That's good. So you able to log on every day, play some 2K every day?
A little bit, yeah.
What what's
Depends.
what
So,
what's your move?
um, depends on if it's a content day. If it's content day, I'll usually go for sniping. But if it's
Mhm.
like a regular slow day, I'll try to do some streams and I don't know, finish some stuff I have to catch up on. Maybe like the daily pickup challenges for that Devin Booker,
Oh,
or or
mhm.
maybe the all time challenges, which I haven't finished one of them, but we're catching up.
You haven't finished it. You haven't finished any of them,
I'm trying to finish the one for Steven Jackson because I hear he's good. So
bro. Yeah, you got to get on that. If you want them, you got to get on it because
I don't
every
know,
day
but I'm
another
gonna
one's
feel bad.
coming.
I'm gonna feel bad if it's like an all time like taco fall or something.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's just like everybody that didn't do the trophy case is feeling a little bad now that we got
I
a
didn't even have to.
super bird.
Honestly, I played 2K up until I played the former 2K up until the Black Friday sale where the deluxe edition is only like $40 instead of like 100. So I just buy it.
Mhm.
And so for a while there I was stuck playing 2K22 well with the dead servers and nobody was when everybody was playing season 1 and glitching around with that limitless Steph Curry.
Mhm. Mhm. And so, what's besides sniping? Do you have any other MT making methods?
Not really. I'm sort of the one who likes to open packs, take my risks,
Oh,
even though as I mentioned before, I don't have the best luck.
so you got a good MT spending method.
Yeah.
Facts. I like that. Well, I appreciate you coming in here. I appreciate you speaking tonight.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was a
appreciate
pleasure.
your support. For everybody on the Twitch, I see in the Twitch streams and stuff. So yeah, your support is noticed for sure.
All right.
And,
Thank you.
and but now you get to pick one. You get to either shout yourself out or pick 3 people to shout out.
I will pick 3 people. I have 3 people in mind.
All right, the floor is yours.
Actually, this is tough. All right, I have 3 people in mind, and so first person up, I have Spontaneous J. He's been a supporter of my content, and sometimes the only person that's tuned into my streams over a 6-hour course, and he supports all my tweets, likes everything. He made the custom Hamza card art with the grading, the Hollow 10 flawless. That was fire. And so that's where my first shout out will go to. My second shout out will be to, no offense to anybody else here, no offense to you, Tim, no offense to Federal or Ramsey or anybody else here, but my favorite streamer, I have to go with Lahamza. He has been basically my main source of entertainment for
Nice.
the past 4 months, and I've tried to be consistent in the stream, racking up points, the whole vibe.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
I'm a fan of Hamza too. No offense. No, I'm not offended at all. Nobody will be offended at all.
all right.
Hamza's the man.
Third is hard. I'm deciding between.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't say that. Not to hurt
See the
anybody's
third.
feelings.
This is the problem. See the third one. Everybody right now is thinking, "Oh,
Mm.
it's me. Oh, it's me. He's gonna shout me out."
There's some people here I
Everybody.
don't know. Like,
Yeah, and even them. They're thinking the same thing too, which is wild. They're going to be disappointed that you don't shout them out either. It's
I'm
crazy.
sorry to everyone I don't pick. Honestly, I'd have to go with. Can I pick 2 people for this one?
Nope, nope. You get one.
Oh,
You already
come
picked 2. You
on.
get one. Hey, pressure's on, man. Pressure's on.
This I'm gonna need. Okay, I think I'll take. I guess I'll give a shout out to Federal for another great content creator that I happened to join their party today, and they were super accepting of me making jokes,
Oh,
calling me the little king or something like that. It was the funniest thing, and they
that's
gave
funny.
me my street name.
What
So
do you think about that, Fed? What do you think about this shout out, Fed? You're up next anyway. So how do you like this?
I love it, man. I love it.
yeah, man.
You got a fan. You got a fan. But thank you, mid for mid. Perfect shout out. Perfect segue into Fed speaking. I don't know how you knew that, but you knew it.
I don't know.
So well done. And come
All right,
back anytime.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Fed, thank you for being on.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Tim. I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Besides making friends in the community, look at you. Daily streaming, on the grind.
Yes, sir. Grind doesn't stop, man.
We lost Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, Ramsey, he been trolling me about it, man. It's looking slow over there, man, but we'll pull through.
That's right. We just got to throw it to Jefferson. That's it. We'll get through it. That's right. Sorry, I went right to the loss. Wins. We need to see wins. See, that's the Viking fan in me right there. Go right to the bad news. Say, hey, bud, welcome to the show. Here's the bad news. But on the flip side, on the wins side, what's going on? Can you give any wins for me?
IRL wins. I got 2. I won back-to-back 21 games at my local park the other day.
Okay.
So that was pretty good. Hit the game-winning shot. Felt good about that.
I taught him everything he knows.
No, you didn't, buddy. How did I tell you?
Did you back him down and put him in the mud like Ramsey put me in the mud? That's the move.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm a shooter, Tim. I'm a shooter. I hit a 3, in the defender's face and let him know about it.
Are you a 3 and D? Are you a cone? Is what they call it in 2K?
Nah,
I'm not
I
even
play.
sure what a cone is for honestly. But
Yeah, nah.
are you 3 and D?
Yeah, you can say that. I'm not a rebound type of guy, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll play the defense, but somebody else gotta go down there and get that rebound, man.
Kick it
I'm
out
not
to
doing
me. Yeah, go rebound and kick it out to me. I like that.
Yeah.
What about the? What else? What's the next one?
That's pretty much it.
2
Honestly.
games, 21. Okay, both of them were the two wins.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
I like
really.
that. And then a little bragging rights.
Yeah.
For the next time you go. Yeah. What about for the Nuggets championship? That's another win. The 2K gave us this option pack.
Yeah.
You get yours?
Yes, sir. Pick Nikola Jokic.
How you like him? Does he make the main squad?
He actually is on the squad, funny enough, but he's the hero point guard version. So at Jokic,
So Jokic makes the squad. Yes, I like that.
we pretty much got Jokic at home. So
And so, do you like how 2K celebrated this the championship?
yeah, I like it. I like it. Everyone gets a Dark Matter Evo, all pretty good cards. I got to look at every one of them, but I've been hearing some good names out there, so I like it.
Oh yeah, that was their championship. Have you ever got to be part of a championship?
Nah,
No.
Unfortunately not.
No, it would be fun though to throw somebody in a hot tub because you won.
Yeah.
What about like gaming, like a giveaway or a tournament or anything like that? A drawing?
I won a giveaway a couple years back from a creator named 3 Point Shy. It's one of my content creator friends, but I won an NBA, I think it was 2K22 or 21 giveaway. So that was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, winning giveaways is awesome. Oh, what about like IRL, like a raffle or something? Because one time I won that they used to have a Mountain Dew giveaway where you open the Mountain Dew cap and there was a team name for college basketball under the cap, and if that team won the championship, you won a jersey. And that was the last thing I won, besides the cheap loot raffle, which was a good gaming situation. But as far as IRL, yeah.
Yeah, I never won anything like IRL from my recent memory.
Yeah, and I was a kid back then, and I've entered a lot of raffles since then. So yeah, I'm stringing together some losses now that I think about it. I got to stop entering, or enter more. Enter more. That's what it is. That's how you
Gotta
win.
get back that win streak, man.
That's right. That's right. Well, how about Zion? Did you get Zion yet?
Yes, sir. Had him for probably 3 weeks now.
Okay. Okay. What about the VC option pack? What are your thoughts on that? Are you buying VC for this option pack? Are you liking this?
No, sir. Not buying no VC, but I do like that they're doing the option pack thing to give the players, ability to pick the card that they want. So I very
Yeah.
much like that. I hope they continue into that direction going into the next generation of the game. So
It seems like the move. Yeah, because yeah, if people want the ability to just pay money to buy the card, yeah, that's give us the ability to
sure,
do it
most definitely.
and take our money because we can't give it to you fast enough apparently. What about your typical 2K day? How does that look? What's your first go-to when you log in?
Um, I look at my team for a little bit and probably scroll on the auction house here and there, see what the price of the cards are, and then I decide on like what mode I want to play. As of late, I pretty much did everything online while I grinded that stuff out. So I've been doing clutch time offline, the spotlight grind, stuff like that. A little bit co-op here and there, but nothing too
Are y'all
crazy.
caught up on the all-time rewards?
Oh yes, sir. Caught up on that. I think that was yesterday stream. Did a long stream on that and caught up on that. So
Yeah. And then a new one came out today, the Van Fleet. Did you get him?
yes, sir. Got him on stream as well. That was the first thing I
Okay.
did.
Okay, so you're for real caught up. Yeah, because I'm caught up as of yesterday as well. But every time I wake up, I'm behind again. So 2K is burying me with content. Seems like. Well, and what's your main mode to make MT, or what's your main way to make MT? You got any secrets you want to tell everybody and ruin your own method, like I did?
um, my method at first in the beginning of the season was Sapphire and Ruby prize balls. You used to get 3 to like 5K MT off of those prize balls, and those prize balls were cheap back then. It was like 500 MT, 800 MT, 1,000 MT. So you was making good profit, and not only that, you was making good tokens. But now the word has got out, and the Ty Devos of the world, they made their content on videos stuff like that. So they didn't leak the sauce, and now they're quite expensive. But as of late, I've been doing the ornament prize balls because those are kind of rare. Not the same amount of MT as the Sapphire prize balls, but something to just continue to put in my MT bank as I play the game.
Yep, that's Jimmy. That's DFS's move. Those ornament balls.
Oh yeah,
The holiday balls in June. Huh? Still relevant. See, something's still relevant from back in Christmas season, right?
yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But thanks as always, Fed. I appreciate you speaking. Appreciate your grind. Appreciate the entertainment that you give us.
Sure.
Now we have a decision to make. You get to shout yourself out, or you get to give 3 shout outs.
I'm gonna take the 3 shout outs, man.
Nice. Nice. All right. The floor is yours.
All right. I'm gonna go with DFS first. That man's a grinder, man. I know he's not in here. I'm pretty sure he'll probably look back at this, but he's been grinding, man. He's been on top of it, every morning with the streams at graveyard hours, 2 5 hours a day. Not only that, after stream, post, content on different platforms like TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, Twitter and stuff like that, man. So it definitely encourages me to keep doing my thing, and he motivates me to be a better content creator. And not only that, just keep grinding, man. Next one is Hamza. I look up to him as a streamer. That's my guy right there. He probably doesn't know that too much, but I definitely look up to him as a content creator and a streamer in the community, man.
Nice. Excellent ones. Two awesome ones so far. Sheesh.
Yeah. Last one, I think I'm gonna go with M-Man. He's not in here right now, but I was talking to him while I was streaming earlier. But he's like the cool uncle in the family. you know. And I love his vibe and stuff like that whenever we're in the party or streaming and stuff like that, because we can definitely relate to each other a lot of the time. And it's always cool to have people like that around you when you're streaming and stuff like that, whether, you're down or up in life, so definitely shout them out.
Yeah, that's three great, three great shout outs there.
Sir.
No argument there. Well, you can't really argue a shout out, right?
Yeah, you
So,
can.
yeah, that'd be bad. No, wait a second. You shouldn't shout him out. No, that was awesome, and I appreciate it. Another shout out has to be Rye Guy for winning the first giveaway.
Hey, man.
Hey, Rye Guy, I'm just gonna shout you out real quick for winning the giveaway, proving that it's possible to win. So I needed that. And not winning the one that was a big money one, that would have killed me.
I saw that Fortnite card, man.
That was the full circle. As soon as Fortnite's involved, you lock in, right?
I saw that Fortnite card, so I hit up Ronnie right quick, told him to change the grades for you.
Yeah, yeah. This is what it's looking like. Yeah, a couple. Oh wow! Wait a second, and you didn't give me any tens.
No.
Interesting.
I couldn't, because I already locked in my vote and then I called.
Oh, okay. You picked the. Okay, that makes more sense.
He told me what they were, and I told him that you gotta change them now.
Perfect. Okay, so you're probably doing pretty good. So give me a recent win.
Good, yeah.
Give me a recent win for you.
A recent. Well, it's not even a recent, but it's gonna be a future in literally like 3 days. But school's out after this week, so it's a big W. Not gonna have to be in school anymore. It's not like it's bad or anything, but
all the time in the world, huh?
Now.
Yeah. Nice. You gonna be productive or
no?
Okay.
Well, you can all catch me June 30th at a 12-hour stream, so you know that.
Oh really? June 30th, 12-hour stream. Rye Guy. What platform you stream on? Twitch. All right. See, you chose to shout yourself out first and give up your 3 shout outs at the end. That's wild.
That's just not what I did, though.
I'm just kidding. So what about the Nuggets? The Nuggets got the option pack. Did you get that one?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Who'd you get?
I picked Vlatko because I already had Jokic. I was smart and chose Jokic out of the first one, the one that we got when it was Jimmy, Jokic, Bam, and all of them. So I took Jokic out of that one.
Yep.
And
that's
then
who
I
I
was
got
able
first.
to get a new one.
Okay. So does he play on your squad?
Most likely not.
That's
I
all
mean,
right.
it's him or that out of position Bill, but Bill's a hollow, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. So, are you happy with how 2K celebrated?
I mean, it's a pretty like I kind of expected that, like they were all gonna give them Dark Matters after they won, but like I guess they did mostly just what they could. I would have liked to see like an actual invincible Jokic, not like because I mean they didn't give him a new base on his jump shot on the playoff one, or maybe just put him at point guard like his hero card, or is that a position? But they did. I say it's a pretty big W by 2K for that.
Yeah, but I think so. Yeah, pretty much just dropping 13. Well, however many Dark Matters that weren't Dark Matter before, which was nice and a good way to celebrate the championship. Have you ever been part of a championship?
I have.
Okay. What was that all about?
It was, I don't know even how I remember it, but it was a long time ago, maybe in like elementary school in rec basketball. My team won. So
nice.
You
still got game?
I don't know. Reggie's gonna find out. I know that.
Buddy, listen. Don't get me arrested for child abuse, okay?
You just wait, Ramsey. Come on, man.
What about other types of tournaments or drawings or giveaways? Anything with gaming? Or?
Well, y'all know about the giveaway with Tim.
Mm-hmm.
So
first winner. Shout out to that guy.
I also have a raffle and a gaming one. So I won Red Sox tickets from a raffle. I don't remember where, but it was somewhere close by, and I won raffle tickets. So me and my dad got to go watch the Red Sox play. A while. That was a long time ago, but I don't remember if they won or not.
That'd be sick.
But
Though.
and gaming, you can tell what game I won in. It was prime Rye guy in Fortnite. So
Yeah.
Me I won a fort tournament with one of my friends. It was a duos tournament. It was like we actually went to a local like game place and played, and we beat these older people. So it's a pretty big W.
Awesome. As in-person gaming tournaments. See, those are stuff of legend. Those are stuff I played in way back in the day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Prime Rye guy,
like
he was the
1970,
Fortnite.
something like that.
Yep, with Pong, competitive Pong. Yep. That's killer. So back to 2K. You get Zion?
I did get Zion.
All right. What about these VC option packs? Are you a fan of these?
I wouldn't buy them, but it's a pretty big W that they're just giving them out now.
All right. Because I remember last week you said, yeah, it's the price of a game, not interested. But maybe now that they dropped a couple more cards, maybe they're going, sweetening the deal
I mean,
for
I'm
you.
not gonna buy it, but like it's good for people that just want that one card.
Yeah, makes sense. So what's your typical 2K day look like? You turn it on. What do you hop into?
Well, mostly co-op, mainly. All I play. I do the offline challenges. No, I am not caught up with them. The little all-time spotlights. I'm not caught up.
Yeah, they keep coming every day. It seems like there's another one. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like there's a lot of them.
It's just offline, not that fun, especially playing a Dom game at the end of each one.
Yeah, that's the price you pay, though.
But I end up AFK in them all, anyways. But make sure if you do play co-op, before you do those challenges, log out at 2K and log back in. That's all I gotta say.
Really, is there something broken about it?
Yeah, if you go into an offline game after you play co-op, it just gives you an automatic error code.
The VC error code, huh? The VC error code at the end?
Yep.
Yes.
After the whole game. I've done it multiple times. So I just want to give any chance I have to tell people to just make sure after co-op that's
back out.
I'm gonna
close the app, get back in.
I'm gonna tell people.
All right, that's smart. I like that. That's the community service is what you're doing right there.
Yeah.
You want people to go through that. Yeah.
Don't want
so good. Yeah.
I've done it too
All right.
many times.
Well, yeah. You earned the decision back now to either do a self shout out or give 3 shout outs because of your work with the community and letting people know of this time wasting error code.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the 3 shout outs though. And one of them is gonna be to Hamza, big co-op duo. Me and him always playing co-op together.
Hamza getting a lot of love tonight. I like that.
Mhm. And then we got Coach I5. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he's big W. Play Madden. He's gonna teach me. Him and Ramsey are gonna teach me how to play online. I tried it a couple of days ago and it did not work out too well. So I gotta get in the lab with them too. Tell me how to play the game. And third one's gonna be Jeff Bezos. I mean, that's family, man. Jeff's a real one, man. So
there you go. Covered all your bases right there.
Big W.
Huge W. And you're a W too, right, guy?
I guess I am.
Yep. And thanks for speaking again.
Of course.
And,
I appreciate you, Tim.
And another W.
Baby.
Number 32. That's wild. And we got to get Isaac in here because we don't know what his situation is. And he's bouncing around the country. He's in Florida. He's all over the place. Isaac, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Where are you at? What city are you in now? You're all over the place.
In Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Gettysburg. What's going on in Gettysburg?
Well, my parents are actually doing like a guided tour of like the Battle of Gettysburg.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, the history of the
Yeah.
Civil War. I like that. And you've been getting around to a couple different places. So you went to Maine, I hear.
Yes. Finally got to try a lobster.
Nice. And let's get a report. What'd you try? What'd you order?
I actually ordered one there, like a lobster, but in a hot dog bun.
Okay, a lobster roll.
Yeah.
All right. And thoughts?
It was really good.
All right. Would you get it again?
I would probably get it again if they grilled it.
Okay, if they grilled it this time. Okay, so there was a couple issues with it, is what I'm hearing, but all in all, good flavor. But maybe you'd send it back and have them cook it a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So give me a recent win for you, Isaac, because I don't know how you're gonna pick, but give me something good that's happened recently.
Is definitely going to see a lot of arenas.
Oh yeah. You're almost like a stadium tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you happen to catch any basketball at all? Did you see the Nuggets won?
Yes.
All right. And did you expect that? Did you think they were going to beat the Heat?
I was thinking that it was going to be really good games in 5.
No. Yeah. Nuggets in 5. That's what it was. Did you get your option pack?
I did.
Who'd you pick?
I picked I picked Michael Porter Jr. because I already had Jokic.
Okay. And I think that's what I'm going to do too. I already have Jokic. He's unauctionable. I don't have Porter Jr. So that might be the move.
It is.
Okay, it is. All right. Okay, no might. It is. All right. I got you. Do you like how they celebrated the championship with this option pack?
It was really good.
Oh yeah, giving everybody a dark matter.
Yeah.
Now, so that was the Nuggets championship. Have you ever been part of a championship?
I've never even been a part of the championship during high school, but only once in elementary.
Okay. Hey, that's still once. All right.
Yeah.
What about any other wins? Have you ever won like a giveaway or any type of tournament or a drawing?
I've won like Thunder ticket giveaways, a Thunder shoe one time.
Okay. Very nice giveaways.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. And so back to 2K. Did you get Zion?
I did on the Xbox. I'm currently level 36 on the Switch.
Oh, you're a double grind in Xbox and Switch. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And so what's your favorite mode you play?
A lot of triple threat offline.
A lot of triple threat offline. I like that. That's rough. I didn't get Sean Elliott, so I'm pretty disappointed on triple threat offline from last season.
Yeah, it was hard to get Sean Elliott.
Yeah, he wasn't there. I swear he wasn't there. You know, and the vault just being red on you, man. That makes you a little angry, huh? A little angry. But you made it through the questions, and you're still traveling around the country. So safe travels, Isaac.
In fact, thinking about going to West Virginia and Kentucky.
Okay. See the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, and I got to see some universities along the way.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, the University of Kentucky. Yeah, go Wildcats.
Liberty,
All
Army.
right. Was one of the campuses nicer than the others? Did you have a favorite campus that you saw?
If I had a favorite, it would be North Carolina.
North Carolina, UNC.
Yep,
Did you get to see Duke's campus at all?
I did.
Oh, and you still pick North Carolina. All right, okay.
Yep.
I like that.
Smart man. Smart man. He knows he looks up in the
That's
sky.
for you, man.
All right. Well, you made it to the end. Well done, Isaac. So you get to decide You can shout yourself out, or you get to pick 3 people to shout out.
One of my shoutouts would be Ramsey.
Okay.
Another shoutout would be is Matt Mojo, because
Okay.
he actually did something really spectacular one time. And another shout out is my buddy Evan.
Oh, I like that. I like shouting out Evan.
Yeah,
It's funny. It's funny that you shout out Evan. You know why?
let me guess. He's the next speaker.
He's the next speaker. Evan, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Tim. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing fantastic. We tracked down your buddy Isaac. He's been all over the country. So,
Oh, you found him, my man, man.
Go!
so
How
you
you
gotta
doing?
you got to wait to bowl until Isaac gets back, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we miss it, don't we, Isaac?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Are you doing any bowling on the road, Isaac, or no? Taking
I
a
am
break.
some bowling on the Nintendo Switch Sports.
Okay. So still keeping loose, still keeping fresh. I like that. Okay, back to Evan. Evan, we're talking about wins.
Okay, I'm listening.
Give me a recent win for you.
I think my best win is I got to watch the NBA Finals, and of course, right now I'm watching the NHL and keeping track.
And you sent a video or a
Yes,
tweet.
sir.
Can you explain? I can't watch it because I'll probably shut everything down, but I will
Oh,
watch
it's
it
okay.
after.
I understand.
Can,
It's just
can
a
you
video
give
of my
me
free.
a little rundown of it?
Yeah, it's just a video of me making free throws when I played at Special Olympics in Norman. It's called the Sarkeys Fitness Center, where my buddy Isaac and I love playing basketball, don't we, Isaac?
Oh, you know it.
That's the spot. That's the spot where you get some shots up, huh?
Yeah, I like to practice and be awesome.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you can't be awesome without the practice. So you got to get
Yeah, that's
the practice
true.
to get there. And
Fun to get practice.
so championships. Were you ever able to be part of a championship team?
Yes, I was. Back in 2016, my high school softball team in Southmore, we won a state championship, and I got my first ring.
Okay. What position you play?
I don't play. I'm a manager.
Manager. All right. Well, if you played baseball, what would be your position?
Ooh, I would be like an outfielder like Mookie, and I can make some crazy catches like he does.
Okay. And got a gun? Throw it to home?
Yeah, because I can be like, not on my watch, man.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I knew you would say that, Isaac.
Yeah.
I like that. And so other kinds of wins are like you win a tournament or a giveaway or a drawing. You ever won any kind of giveaways or
I think
tournaments?
I remember one time when I was at a party at a church with my buddy Isaac. We were having an 80s party, and then I played this punch a bunch thing again, and I won a $100 gift card to Top Golf.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
An 80s party with Isaac, and you won a $100 gift card to Top Golf. That
Yeah.
sounds like a pretty darn good night.
Yeah, hopefully if we're back together, we can play there. Wouldn't that be fun, Isaac?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah,
That would
and
be
you're
fun.
still probably not playing 2K yet, are you?
No, I'm taking a break from it, but I just like to get some
Nice.
fresh air.
Nice. Out touching grass. Seeing.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a top moment of any games you watched this weekend? Was there any softball tournaments this weekend?
Not that I'm aware of. The national championship is over, but Oklahoma did a good job winning it all.
They won it all?
Yep, they got the national title, and they're now 7-time
and
national
I got
champs.
an update about Jordy Ball. She's not going to be pitching for the Sooners.
Yeah, she's going to Nebraska.
Yeah,
Oh.
what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised when I heard about that, but I'm wishing her the best of luck.
Yeah, she'll need
So
it.
she's transferring schools, going from Oklahoma to Nebraska. Ooh, is that
It's
bad?
big red rivalry.
Yeah, that is a rivalry. That is it worse than going to Texas or no?
Nah, it's probably the best rivalry because we like to make fun of Texas by saying, you got short-horned.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Of course, one time my buddy Isaac was at an OU Texas basketball game, and I saw him.
Yeah.
Oh, he was at Texas, so he was at the enemy basketball game, huh?
Kind of.
I
Did
was
he get
rooting for the
shorthorned?
Sooners.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
we
rooting
were
for
wearing
okay.
OU
As
together.
long as you're rooting for the Sooners, then you're good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
we like to wear our crimson.
Root for the rival.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they are not nice.
Cannot root for the rival. But I
Right.
can root for you, Evan, because you made it through all the
Aw.
questions. All the
Thank
questions,
you.
just like that.
Yes,
And
sir.
so you get to decide. You either shout yourself out or you get to pick to shout out 3 people.
Okay, I'm gonna do 3 because I like to be a true gentleman.
Nice.
All right, my first one is definitely Rye Guy because he's the best, and of course, I like that he's following me. And oh, look at that! Now he's giving me a purple heart emoji. How sweet!
There you go.
And then Isaac's giving a thumbs up, so I'll give him a shout out because we like to have fun together.
You know it.
And the big one is Mr. Jimmy Corn because I love it when he pops on, and of course, he likes to listen in and give out all the love that we can offer.
Those are 3 great shout outs. 3
Yep.
fantastic shout outs.
Yeah, it's fun to get around and talk to people.
Shout out you, Evan. Thanks again for swinging by. And
No problem, Tim. You're the best.
You're the best. And you and Isaac always keep me entertained.
Yeah, you bet. We'll be happy to join in next time whenever we want to come back and hang out.
Oh yeah, get back to bowling and let's get some more stories coming back. All right.
Okay.
But up next we do have Freebase. What up, Pimp Juice?
What's up, Kim folk?
How you doing?
Doing good. We had some good conversations in here tonight.
Yeah, trying to discuss wins. Be positive. You know, winning is all about support.
Tiger blood.
And
Tiger blood.
That's Tiger blood. That's Charlie Sheen. That's right. And so, do you have any recent wins that you want to share with us?
Let's say this. My little girl got her own place, and she hadn't even hit 19 yet. So I want to say super win because her daddy wasn't quite there yet. So yeah, big win.
Okay, yeah. As long as your kids succeed you, that's the whole goal, right? As long as your kids do better than you.
Facts.
Yeah. And speaking of success, the Nuggets were successful.
True.
Did you get your option pack?
Oh yeah.
Who'd you pick?
I had to get the Joker.
Oh yeah. And does he make your squad?
Oh no.
No, you probably got a pretty solid squad.
You know that. Invincible everywhere.
That's right. So are you happy with the way 2K celebrated the championship?
I'm sorry, the missus came in here. What was that, Tim?
Oh, no problem. Are you happy with the way 2K celebrated the championship by doing the Dark Matter?
Oh yeah, they've been showing love, dude, all year. I'm gonna say this. You remember, we went to jail for a little bit. We did a little 2-week bid, but dude, I gotta say, they've been on their stuff as far as giving out free content. I mean, across the board, super happy with it. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot. It's been championship caliber from 2K.
Agreed.
Have you ever been part of a championship?
A few. Little. Let's see. Little League Baseball, 92. Little League Football, 91. And then no, that's the 2. We lost in basketball. I gotta hold that L. So, but yeah, them 2.
Forever holding the basketball L, huh? Yeah, I like that.
Facts.
At least you always have a chip on your shoulder, something to strive for.
We had to clean up the gym when it was over, Tim. It was horrible.
Yeah. That's even worse. Yeah. And maybe next time, right?
That's it.
Get them next time.
Cup half full. Yes, sir.
What about other types of wins? You ever won like a gaming tournament or even like a giveaway or a drawing?
Never. Casino.
Never.
Casino, big win. I know that's not appropriate, but yeah, nothing else.
Hey, did you have to sign a tax form?
I did. Yes, sir. I did.
That's when you know it's a big win when they come up and make you sign for taxes right away. And we don't condone gambling; it's bad. But
correct. It was just the anniversary. It wasn't like a every weekend thing. But we came out smelling like a rose. It was good.
Yeah. See, that's good. I like that. How about Zion? Do we like Zion? Did you get Zion?
You know it. You know that's my people. Nola, you know I don't care what I had to do. I was gonna get him. And to be honest, he's nice. He is nice. So I recommend him for everybody.
Okay, yeah, you'd think with this style of play, the rim run and the big dunks, and especially the meter dunks, I think someone like Zion would be a little OP.
Facts.
How about your typical 2K day? You turn it on. What do you go to? What's your
Oh man, I mess with everybody in here, and they all know it. It's some gang stuff, Tim. It's some good PG gang stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's some friendly handshaking. It's some good 2K stuff. Co-op. Go to the rec. Went with old Killer Josh the other night. So yeah, it's just shit. I finally got to play with Jazz, bro. You know, got to hear about his creamer for his coffee, and you know that's a lie, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet. And you pulled Josh out of retirement. What?
Well, no. How it happened was, I'm trying to remember. I think Rod Guy raided him or something like that. Somehow I ended up in there, and they were playing park or stage. That's it. And I just sent him a message like in chat saying, "Hey, bro, you need one? Holler at your boy." And next thing I know, I was in there for about 6 hours last night with a headband and a wife beater on. Yeah, that's what happened.
You were parked all through and through, huh?
Man, I had to put
Just
deodorant
like
on
that.
twice, Tim. Twice, 2 coats. Look, Mojo knows.
That's
I see he
awesome.
came in here. Mojo knows. We get kind of silly in there. Hams knows. Yeah,
That's the community moments right
it
there.
is. We're
That, yeah,
entertained.
that you can share.
TM.
And being able to like watch people like Mojo and CP play
Oh, of course.
together and play.
Of course.
Yeah, it's the co-op has been something that's been such a good addition to the game and the community.
It kept me going.
Because
it kept me going. It is definitely the biggest win in my career of playing 2K as far as bringing my team together. Because you always had my career where you can meet people, but my team, you kind of make enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only time you can talk with them was when TTO or Unlimited, but no, 100% agree.
Oh yeah, because my team at its core was not a social game. The only time it's social is when you're playing against somebody. And now with the co-op, it's added the social aspect of it. It's still kind of, antisocial as far as the card collecting mode, which is solitary, but they added that, which I think is great. But shout out to you.
Okay.
Freebase.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and thank you for getting through the questions. And so it's up to you to decide. You would like to shout yourself out, or you get to pick 3 people to shout out?
I'm picking 3, and I've been thinking about this the whole time.
All right.
These are 3 solid cats who I love dearly. So we're gonna start off. Number 1 is the future of 2K. He's gonna have a bright future. It's gonna be my little ninja, Raga. He is out here. He's being consistent. He is. I'm blown away, bro. His mindset, how he plays, how he's meeting people. Super impressed. Super impressed with Raga. So that's number 1.
Nice.
All right, number 2. I probably hang out with him the most right now, bro. Hams. I think he's gonna be the game changer. He is the unicorn. He gets along with everybody. I don't care if your style is calm and collective. You love him. High energy like your compadre here, or someone super funny like yourself, Tim. You know, everybody. There's something for everybody. There's something for everybody in his stream. So watch out. Here he comes.
Hamza, again, getting a lot of love tonight. Hamza, people love you. I've been telling you this for years.
All right, number 3.
Not really.
Here comes number 3 now. This is my people. We go way back. And I'm talking about Captain. I'm talking about fucking Tyler down there. I love that dude. You talking about the most genuine, cool, funny. To me, he was Cheap Lutz before I even knew who the hell Cheap Lutz was. His one-liners and his stuff he said in his stream, I had to run to the bathroom. Sometimes I didn't make it, Tim. He had me dying. And he's the reason why I know the majority of the people in this room right now is because of him. So that's my 3, bro.
Great. Great shout out. Great job. As always, man. You make things entertaining. That's for sure. You're a natural. Whether I catch you in somebody's stream or whether you're in a space or whether you're here in this space.
And Tim,
I always
you
appreciate it.
changed the game with this, bro. You changed the game. So you need to hang your hat on that, bro. You know, it is epic what you have done. You even put the wifey in the mix. I'm super impressed. I know you heard me talk to mine a couple times walking by, but mine hates this game. She wants to pour gasoline on it and set it on fire. But
Oh, oh yeah. See,
telling you.
what my wife hates to hear is, "Hey, I got to check something real quick." Yeah, I turn on the game. I just got to check something real
But here's the
quick because it's
craziest
never
part, Tim.
checking.
She bought me a
So it's
PlayStation
like
5.
an hour and a half later. She bought it.
Yes, I had a PlayStation 4. She bought me and our son a PlayStation 5 with a little Christmas bonus. What last year or something? Yes.
Oh, okay. So you playing it is just proof that you love her and love the gift.
Facts. I
I
blasted
like
it on
that.
loud real quick so she could hear that. Good job, Tim. Thank you, sir.
I like that. You got it. You got it, man. That's awesome. It's glad that you love her so much
That's facts.
and she's so supportive of you. Yeah, that's right. And thanks again for being here.
10-4, brother.
Up next, another guy that's changing the game, Jimmy Crack Corn. How are you doing?
Hey, Tim and everybody. Thanks for having me on and allowing me to speak.
Oh yeah. Anytime. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
How about a win? We're talking about wins tonight. What kind of win comes to your mind?
So it's like a long-term one, I guess I would say. I've mentioned it previously, but for almost an entire year, I was dealing with some challenges as being part of like my local library board. Basically, with a lot of the things that you see in terms of like censorship and people having issue with like content that's available, or in some cases like being pushed in public situations. We had to deal with that at the local level, and I was, as the board chair, kind of a facilitator of a lot of discussions and also resolver of some conflict that occurred. And actually, a year ago today was a big milestone where we had a public meeting that over 100 people attended, and we were able to go in that year from June 13th, 2022 to June 13th, 2023, and totally do a 180. I mean, it's not like everything changed. It's just we lost a bunch of staff, we gained a lot of quality people, and we were able to build back the library stronger. So it's
There
a
you go.
long-term W. It's kind of something that was personally a really big challenge because it brought me in a small town. Everybody kind of talks about everything. It sort of dominated a lot of the experience that I would have, especially out in the community. Everybody would mention something or tell me what I should be doing with it. So even on a personal level, it caused me a lot of anxiety and challenges, even with doing things that I might normally be very comfortable with. So just to be able to have that 365 days experience, it feels like a huge W. And I saw, the director has 2 kids that work at the pool. And so when I was picking up my daughter from diving practice today, I went up to her son and was like, a year ago, I can't tell you how much has changed. And like, your mom is a huge reason for that. And he's like, she loves it. It's a great experience.
That is a huge win. And then plus, yeah, your kids come full circle on that. And yeah, your community building right there. Like the Nuggets option pack community building.
Yeah, and I think I haven't picked it yet. I'm leaving it in my, I'm kind of like
I haven't picked mine yet either. Yeah,
that speculator because I got Jokic. It was kind of a grind to get all his evos in line. Not gonna lie, getting 20 rebounds in any game with any player, unless you're saucing those challenges. And just, I was shooting with Paul Westphal. I was shooting with JoJo White. I was just shooting with guys that I knew I would break their shots, and then doing like the box out cheese with Jokic. And still, it was hard. It took me like 8-10 minute games to get those completed. It doesn't sound like a ton, but it was, it was enough of a grind. I overall think the concept was good. I think that the end concept was good. I wasn't a huge fan of the challenges throughout the playoffs and how they sort of led back to the random game of chance of you get a pack and it's not a pack of 5 cards, it's a pack of 1 card, and it's not a card that you can sell, it's a card that's locked in your auction. So I'm a challenge and a card grading sweat. Those are the modes that I play. That's where I make my MT. But I have to be honest, I haven't touched any of those playoff moments challenges because I just didn't think they struck the balance of rewarding a player for their time. Even though there were Hoff badges, even though there were packs, anytime I got a playoff pack, anytime I got a playoff card from a pack that I just ripped from the pack market, it was like a ruby that didn't have an Evo, you know? So a little bit more random like that.
I got that
DFS,
kind of luck as well.
DFS put up a poll where it's like, did you like the playoff content for 2022 or did you like for 2023? And I actually said I liked it for 2022. I'm not running Jokic in my main lineup right now. I didn't run any of those cards, including the Steph Curry, in my lineup at the time. But I thought being rewarded with a pack of specific reward cards that were separate and unique from the pack market, I thought they executed it over the whole playoffs a little bit better than they did over the whole playoffs. Though where they came to the end point where they arrived at, I think was better this year than it was in 22. But on balance, everything, it was better last year.
Seemed like championship caliber content from 2K.
It did. And, you know, segue into when I was a champion, one time when I was feeling like, why do I play sports? It's more about the competition than winning. And I came to the point that, or came to that, understanding that I was a less than 10% champion. I was a less than 10% winner. I'd played in over 90 leagues and I'd only won 8. The one that stands out specific, and anything from rec, softball in college to volleyball here in the community I live in, to a state championship team that I was sort of a part of in high school. But the one that stands out, 14-year-old Babe Ruth baseball. It's like what you talk about, Tim, that all-star team. They bring together the players that are considered to be the better ones on the team. We played in the state tournament in Sheraton, Iowa. It's south of Des Moines. And the Babe Ruth state tournament's unique because when you go there, you stay with a host family. So you don't stay with your parents in a hotel. It's over like more than a week. And so you and a buddy stay with a host family from that community. So we stayed, ate the food that they had. They'd bring us to the games and practices. And it was kind of like the first time that I'd ever been in like what you could consider a residential environment, even though it was just somebody else's house in a different community. Our parents were there watching the games. We just didn't stay with them. So it kind of felt like a little bit of independence. And I did it with one of my best friends, Rex McDonald. And on that team, I played a combination of like shortstop and center field. I've had quickness. I've been fast in my life. And certainly I peaked in baseball, I think around those 13 to 16-year-old years where I had that combination of all the skills that you need. Never won anything competitive in gaming.
It sounds like that'd be even more than sports, though. The whole staying with the host family. That's like a whole different level of.
It was uniquely kind of Midwest type of deal, I guess. And actually, the regional, you win state, you go to regionals. It was in Moorhead, Minnesota, so right across the river from Fargo, North Dakota. So we were up there in the Northwest, and that was a lot of fun too. They didn't have enough housing there for all the teams, so in that case, we did stay with our parents in the hotels. We didn't do as well. We got 5th place out of like 8 teams, but it's all about the experience.
That's right.
In terms of gaming, never. I mean, the best I've done and been in gaming was, again, when I was 15, 16 years old, whipping my buddies in 007 GoldenEye on the couch. First real multiplayer first-person shooter. And, you know, I'd usually win. It depended on the type of, because you could pick the type of guns you had. You know, it was like proximity mines or automatics or pistols or golden gun. I preferred automatics because they had this machine gun with like a large clip. And my secret was, instead of using the analog stick, I used the left-right strafe by the C left and C right buttons. And then I aimed with like C up and C down. If anybody's a 007 GoldenEye Nintendo 64 sweat, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can maintain your aim without bringing your head down and move laterally like a quickness. So I'd come around the corner and just blah 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 blah. And at the end of each game, they'd give you marks. It's like, this is what you did well, or this is like your game score. It wasn't just about kills. It was like, what marks did you get? So I remember the classic marks that I would get: most deadly, most dishonorable, because I wasn't afraid of going up behind somebody and just blasting them. Remote mines, proximity mines, timed mines, anything like that.
I like that.
IRL win in terms of a raffle. When I was about 12 years old, I went to a card show. Maybe a shout out to anybody who's ever been to a card show. And also a shout out to Big Heck and others that have sort of, Twitter's a great opportunity because you click on one thing, or you like a post, or you retweet, an error card for Billy Ripken where he wrote something funny on the bottom of his bat, and then you start getting hit with the algo, and then you start seeing all these cards, and I'm like, tonight I pulled out my boxes of cards. I'm like 1990 to 1997. So
looking for something to tweet. Looking for something to tweet, huh?
I'm gonna tag Heck because we're talking about the art.
I like that.
The art involved in some of these cars. It's like a painter did it of a Rafael Palmeiro, or his was a Ruben Sierra. And so I went to a card show with my mom. I think it was in rural Oklahoma City, and I ended up winning like a box giveaway that they had. Everybody buys a raffle ticket, or you get a raffle ticket when you enter the show, and I won the box. And so, me as a 12-year-old, just literally ripping a 20 box, not a 20 box of virtual cards, a 20 box of packs. You open it right so you don't crease them on the corner, or you don't fray the corners or anything. So that was like legitimately the last raffle that I won. When I went to that baseball game a few weeks ago, though, I won a T-shirt giveaway. When they're throwing them out there, I snagged it. So that's kind of like that's an IRL raffle win.
That's good. That's good.
When I'm
that's
on the
big
yeah, it felt like it, and it's sort of like they're spread out, just like some things. But you got to go back in the annals, and that's why I like the structure of putting the questions out there, so I get a little bit of time to think about them, and I can remember my 14-year-old Babe Ruth team and where I won that card giveaway. Then,
all right. So how about you transition from when you're on the game to your 3 shout outs? How about that?
Okay, yeah, perfect. When I'm on the game, what do? I check my grades first. I'm a card grade sweat, so I'm chasing 10s, baby. Let me tell you some of my stats. In the first 200 cards that I graded this season, I got 10 flawless cards. In the last 9 that I've graded, all 3 packs, I've gotten 4 flawless cards, including AK-47. And I was just blown away. I'm like, how? The algo's hitting me so hard. I expect to hop on the game tonight and, pull Michael Finley out of the vault or clutch time wheel. I'm playing offline modes. I did jump into unlimited to Evo my trophy case Larry Bird. But really, I like the challenge mode. I've liked the challenges since the game dropped, and that they have a specific dedicated section. Many people don't recognize the challenges as a separate mode, but it's a separate tab. It's offline. It's different from triple threat. It's different from clutch time. So after I get done with level 40, I'm a challenge sweat. I usually grind the game anywhere from 2 to 3 hours at night in the evenings, kind of when I get done. So kind of the 3 shout outs that I want to give then. First would be to Ramsey. He's a guy that's there for people in real life and also on the game. He's in the streams. I don't know if there's anybody who's a mod in more places. And that's not just a guy who sort of has that title. He's actually active. He's been there. I don't know of a guy who retweets more people that are going live to spread the word. Because I'll see a retweet from him and say, oh, I should check that out. That's how it got me into guys like Eggnog's stream. And even the promo that he does for people like Federal. I think it's great. I think it is also coming from a really selfless place where he's not doing it for a specific goal, but just to spread the love and to show that. And, another person that he's there for and that he rides for is Jeff Bezos. And, Jeff isn't a numbers streamer. We're on the road to 150 followers. But when you're in the stream, and I've sort of designated myself the unofficial audio manager, because I'll tell him, hey, I can't hear the party chat, or all I hear is you in the game. Is there other action? He's really great for that, and I think it's a chat that I'm engaged with because he engages with the chat in a different way.
Yeah.
Not only
Yeah.
reading your comment, but giving insight to that and saying, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, or I can see where that would be hard. So it just operates for me on kind of a different level because it shows understanding, it shows investment. I'll ask follow-up questions based on stuff that's been going on or that I mentioned to him or that he knows are happening. So it sort of makes you like the phrase family is tossed around, but that's why it's like that, because he's brought other people in. It was seamless also to have mini coach there, last night, taking the place of the other regular, Hamza. So,
Right.
and then my
So that's
last,
two. There you go.
yeah, that's two. And my
Yeah.
last one is Spatial Jones. I think he's a person that, I was in his stream on Friday and I was there for a while. And I think the way that he looks at the game, I think the way that he views the game, I think the way that he projects positivity without judgment, I think the way that he carries himself, I think the way that he shows support for others, all those things are there. It's not lost on me. It's something that does take time and does take effort, and to say things in a way that is respectful and thoughtful in a gaming community space, you got to review that tweet before you send it. You got to think about the tone of what you're saying in that. And he's a guy that even over like the last week and a half, I've gained a new appreciation for and really enjoyed the interactions that I've had with him. So
3 great shout outs, Jimmy.
yeah,
And shout you out. Thank you for being here and shouting people out. You're one also to shout others out first and foremost.
Yeah. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, Tim.
Absolutely. Another shout out here is Hollow J. And then we'll wrap up with Matt Mojo. How you doing, Jay?
How are you, Tim? How are you, everyone in the chat? And T Small's girl, thank you again for being the rock that supports all of us, not just Tim.
There you go. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Talking about wins, of course. You got a win to share with us?
I guess the surprise win of today is I decided to post a TikTok of the locker code and the great Denver Nuggets option pack that was available for all new players. And for whatever reason, it's gone kind of crazy. And I did a tweet earlier today saying that it was at 40,000 views, and it's about to hit 90. So
hell yeah!
You never know what hits,
Yeah, you never know. You never know what the algo is going to say. Yep, this is the one. Here we go. So I guess you are happy with the option pack that 2K gave then, right?
Happy for everyone in the community. Not happy that it's unauctionable and I had to quick sell my second Jokic.
Oh. Yeah, wish that you could at least exchange those, right? The
I
DM
wanted
exchange.
to just be hollow because then I could sell the hollow one I have that's evoed and auctionable, But it's all right. I think if all auctionable cards are hollow, I think so many more people would have it. They wouldn't have to go all over the place to find it. And, those who do have duplicates of everything, unauctionable is just not good for, anyone who pulls duplicates of anything, I see people like, Moe's and KG, like, play and get all these rush packs and they get duplicates and they have to quick sell it for 3,000 MT. It's like, come on. It's already hard enough to pull one of those. Let us sell it,
Yeah, all the excitement just goes gone as soon as you realize, this is what it was. It goes from a sweet dark matter pull to 3K MT. Just like that. That's not championship behavior. But we did watch championship behavior last night with the Nuggets. Have you ever been part of a championship team?
No, I haven't, but I guess I could jump to a time that I won a raffle. So in the late 90s, gosh, I'm dating myself. The internet was just starting out, and there were clouds in the sky waving about as the internet turned on.
They were running the wires for the internet.
I'm channeling my Diablo vibes because I remember that, Diablo. But so I submitted this online, form thing to ESPN. I didn't even know what the prize was, but like a couple months later, I get this letter in the mail and it said, you need to get this notarized for us to send you a gift. And I thought it was, spam or, fake or something like that. But, for whatever reason, I went to get it notarized. I sent the stuff back. And then what I guess won was a signed, framed Joe Montana jersey. So I didn't know that I had applied for it, but it was legit. The letterhead said ESPN's letterhead stuff there. So it's hanging on my wall right now still.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a pretty big win. Pretty big little raffle win. And yeah, it just shows up in the mail. And you're like, oh yeah, winner. I like that. I like that. And what about any games? Have you ever like played in a gaming tournament or anything like that? Competitive gaming?
No, I tend to like to play, things that are, I guess, more cooperative versus like one-on-one competition.
Yeah.
So, I don't like that straight-on competition in life. I tend to avoid conflict. I just kind of do my own thing and go from there. So no, I haven't really done any crazy competitions
No, I get it.
on the gaming sector.
What about Zion? When you're competing with the XP grind, did you get Zion?
Yes. So I think the way I answered this question last week, or maybe in the space before, was yeah, I did get Zion. Right now, I just passed 300,000 XP, so I am waiting for 2K to send me my second Hollow Zion, which still never happens. But why I like the XP grind is it honestly still forces me to use different players in the game. And Zion, people talk about the hype. People may say about that, but offline, he's still just fun to use. And when you want to run squads, run certain players, I think height kind of gets thrown out the door. So, yeah, he's always a great card to have in the collection.
And I know you're on the no money spent train, but what do you think about the VC option pack? The ability to throw down some money and guarantee your card.
I think choice is good. I just wish that, like, if there was some way that people pass a certain quota of spending money on the game, that they get some sort of discount or bonus or something promotional for the next game, right? Because if I'm running a business and I'm selling a product to customers and they spend money, buying DLCs or whatever, I know next year is going to be a new cycle. Why isn't it that they have first access to something, or they get a special diamond player that's going to help them in season one? I would stack those things a little bit more and get more repeat customers versus burning people out once and then customers may not come back. So good thing, but I would add more of a future type of carrot to hand out to people.
Yep, no, that makes sense. No, that's a good point, and it also begs the question of what how they come up with that price point for one card. Why is it that much? Why can't it be $20 or something? Something a little more stomachable.
Yeah, I honestly think it's a lot to pay anything in a game that's equivalent to the game, or even half of the price of the original game. Because you think like when you buy a game that has no online content, you're paying whatever $50-$60 to play the entirety of that game, right? Storyline, side quests, all the characters, whatever it may be. And it's just weird that now, so many games, even games that are free, have content that they want us to like buy in subscription mode. But it just seems like so much to tack on. But everything is more expensive right now, right? Food is so expensive. I go get like fast food McDonald's. I spend like $30.
It's
When was
crazy.
it that expensive for everything? And I think it's just hard because people's pockets aren't necessarily any deeper, assuming that we all, are in the same spot. Just to have to pay more money for it, it is quite a bit. But I just hope people who do spend money have fun, enjoy it and make the most out of it. People say there's only a month of content, but some people may want to play 2K23 beyond the content cycle being done, so just have fun with it and make that money and that dollar last as long as it can be.
Yep, get your money's worth. Get your money's worth for sure. What's your main game mode you play then?
Auction house, it.
I love it.
But I'm actually thinking about starting the TT offline grind, and I don't know why. That 250 games is a lot. I think I'm only at like 41 games right now, but I don't know why. I just feel like climbing that mountain for some reason. I hope one of y'all talk some sense into me.
Yeah, you may have eaten some bad shellfish or something. That
I
we've
did have scallops tonight. How did you know?
There you go. See, that's what happened. That's the TT sickness, is what it is. Yeah. I'm sorry for that. But you made it to the end. So shout you out. So now it's up to you. You can decide to shout yourself out or turn that into 3 shout outs.
I'm gonna shout out the crew of the Our Team podcast because I saw some teasers that there might be some revisiting and reviving of that. So I know Matt's there, and I'll let Matt and Jazz decide, when they want to share more information. But just shout out to that crew for the number of weekends they went live, the number of weekends they welcome guests, the number of prep work in between those weekends. So just shout out to that crew.
I like that. That's a great shout out. Great shout out. That's all 3 shout outs right there. And thanks a bunch again, Jay. So perfect segue to our closer tonight, Matt. Matt Mojo.
Matt Mojo. What's going on, Mojo?
How's it going, Matt? If we still got Matt. Maybe Matt's not there. Can you hear me, Matt? Jake, can you still hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there's Matt.
Can you hear
I can
me?
hear you now.
All right. No, I was trying to say to Jay, the reason why he should play offline, which I never advise nobody to play offline unless they're just trying to grind, but the reason why you should play offline is to get Michael freaking Finley, man. He's so good, bro.
Yeah,
like
I heard
he
that
is.
Piece is good.
Man, he's tough, man. And Jay, man, I spoke to somebody on stream today, and they said, man, he might compete with the Invincible T-Mac. I said, okay, so maybe I need to be on the grind. So right now I'm playing online, but I'm thinking about getting an offline grind, dude. You're not wrong with that, Jay. The shout out to Jay. Now, I know that I'm the closer or whatever. I really don't have much to say tonight, but I didn't expect to be the closer, but thank you. But Jay is such a pillar in this community, and in a very, very short time, he has really made an impression on so many, and not just within 2K, but just in general in life. A lot of y'all don't know, man, but he works in a specific sector where he deals with people, man, and he's really affected a lot of lives. And I won't go beyond that, but shout out to Jay because he's such a genuine individual, man. It's really hard to come by up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to literally each and every one of y'all, man. I know we're giving out shout outs, but give yourselves a pat on the back. A lot of us, expect somebody else's name to be called or whatnot. Well, let me call everybody's name up in here because you all are dubs for real, man. And if I can encourage anybody up in here, and I mean this genuinely, man, you guys are you really all are golden, except for Freebase. We love Freebase, man. Freebase is my homie, man. That's
one thing that came up today is that 2K gave us that option pack for all the nuggets. Do you like that?
I love it, man. I think it's a dub from 2K. I spoke on it yesterday. I even made a little thumbnail. You can go on my Twitter and you check it out, where I felt like I basically added 2K. I said 2K. If you want to turn that locker code, but not the one we got today, but the one previously, if you want to turn that to a dub, make the Jokic that was evolvable, make it into an invincible. And that's pretty much what they did. Instead of giving the invincible tag, they gave 55 offs. I think that is an amazing dub from 2K. You have to give them credit for what they've been doing here in the past couple of weeks, man. Me being the person, being public enemy #1, it seems. With 2K, no, I'm just kidding. I will say this, man. Literally, it really is a great thing to see them trying to implement new things, and I just hope it carries on forward into 2K24.
Absolutely.
I think, and I'll shut up. I know you got to get with it, but I think what DBG said is very, very, very true, and also it reflects what's really going on with my team. Like he said that the last couple of years, basically, of my team, especially this year specifically, has been a dud. It's been a whole L, but this season 7 is probably the best since in literally 2 years, and I agree with DBG on that, man. He spoke so eloquently on Twitter about that, and
just be careful. The last time I mentioned DBG's name in this space, all of a sudden Splash showed up and told me that DBG was wrong. So
I'm used to that too. I ain't worried about Splash either. Shout out to my brother out there. I just talked to him. But no, man. Shout out to both of them. But he's what he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying on that. He ain't wrong. Season 7's the dub.
Some championship quality content from them. Were you ever a part of a championship team, maybe growing up?
All
Or
my life,
any
all my life, I've been a winner. I ain't never been a
All
loser.
right, I like it.
From as an adolescent, my daddy, he always said, "You ain't never a loser, and you go out there, you win until you can't win no more." And that's exactly what I did. My daddy told me to do that, and I always been a winner. My daddy also said that failure is also a part of success. You know, failure is also a portion of being a winner. You know what I'm saying? And in losing, you still become a winner. You know, I try to tell my son this as well. My son, which he's such a dub, competed in the Special Olympics 1 year, and he came in third place. He said, "Dad, I lost. I lost." I said, "No, son, you're a winner. You're a winner no matter what. You know." And not I'm not just saying it because I'm his parent. I'm not giving him participation trophy or anything like that. It's the fact of the matter that he's a winner no matter what, because he had the audacity to go out there and to compete. When I was younger, I always played ball. I've told you this. I have some bad stories about basketball, and I really don't like talking about it. You remember I told you, but I remember playing for James Madison Middle School way back in 8th grade, and we won the championship. And being a part of that team was really amazing. If I could if I could mention anything in my life, out of all the wins I've had in basketball, that was one of the best wins right there. Shout out to Coach Wolford out there.
Yeah, and then seeing something that just a handful of people will ever experience that. Yeah, and that's kind of the point of the championship thing, a group of people getting together and accomplishing a goal and then kind of moving on with their life, that they all have that memory. You guys have that memory, that it's something that sports can give us all, which
Absolutely.
is pretty neat. And then even moving into like in 2K, we're getting different kind of experiences, being able to play co-op with people that we watch stream, and it's a whole different type of win, whole different type of teamwork, and it's cool. It's cool to be part of.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also different kinds of tournaments and gaming tournaments. Have you ever played in like a COD tournament or a 2K tournament or anything like that?
I mean, besides the ones I've been part of, I played in the Guitar Hero tournament, and I actually did well in my region, well enough to go on. But unfortunately, I got hit, man. I got hit on song one. I couldn't do it, and then I got popped on through the fires and flames, and that was it for me.
Mojo, a Guitar Hero sweat. All right, I like that.
I used to be, man. My fingers don't finger no more. You feel me? I know that sounds crazy as hell, y'all. But I could still play Guitar Hero. I just can't do it at that level anymore. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I had no idea. I had no idea. That's cool. That's cool. And it's awesome that you're leading the championship ways with your kids too. Supporting them.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's times where I know I probably didn't have the time to be supportive. Like I mentioned about my son that year where he entered that, man. He's not the most athletic person, but there's other ways that I have showed him, man, where he can win at. And to be very brief, Tim, my son, his IQ is out through the roof. He's very intelligent. He's on the spectrum, but he's so intelligent. He's so intelligent, man. More intelligent than I can ever think of, imagine. And this young man now is producing his own game. He's winning. He's winning in life. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not athletic, he might not have. He has the height, but he might not have the athletic bone in his body. Man, he's winning everything everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? He'll kick my butt in Fortnite too.
So, and there's so many different aspects to be proud of, especially when it comes to kids. They do stuff that just shock you, and you're like, man, that I had anything to do with this, whether through creation or just guidance. It's special.
Sure.
And good on you, Matt. Shout you out for being a top tier. And 18K, did you just say at 18 or 19K? Or I can't even keep up with your subs on YouTube, man. They're going so fast.
Thank you. I think I know you mentioned wins. I think that right there, not to toot my horn or anything, man, that is really, really a win in my book. I was just at 17K, y'all, just a week ago, literally a week ago, or less than that. Now I'm at 19K on the world to 20K based off of shorts that I produce or whatnot. I think that's just such a great thing, Tim. And thank you for mentioning that.
No, keep killing it. Keep killing it. And then thanks for speaking, and thanks for, doing stuff to involve people. It helps. And yeah, I won't press you on the podcast. I'll wait patiently for any information that comes with bated breath. But
It's in the works. I'm gonna tell you that right now, brother. Our team is definitely going to be making a return in many fashions, not just that. So
I'm excited. I'm excited. And with that, Matt, if you would do me the honor of shutting this place down tonight, you got a second to say goodbye?
yeah, sure.
If
Well,
you do.
before I do, can I give my shout outs before? I know I've not really mentioned
Oh
my
yeah,
three
see,
shout outs.
yep,
Can
I
I
got
do
ahead.
one thing?
Cart ahead of the horse. You get to do 3 shout outs. You get to do
I
3 shout outs.
All right, let me give 3 shout outs, and I'm not giving you the regular names like Jazz and DVD and whatnot. No, let me give you 3 names real quick, and I will close. Okay, number one, let me give a shout out to CP the Doc. Shout out to him. Here recently, man, we had some good runs on co-op. Man, he's such a great individual. He's my brother. He's the one. He's really the catalyst. You talk about Doc Nation. There would be no Mojo Nation without Doc Nation. So I love that dude. Shout out to CP. Number 2, which might come as a surprise to some of y'all up in here, man, or maybe not. But let me give a big old shout out to Tim Smalls, man. Tim, I already did it, but I'm gonna do it again, man. You are such an amazing person with this community. I'm not gonna butter you up. You know what you're capable of. You're such a great person. You have a wonderful personality, bro. And you really are doing your thing. You talk about how I'm killing it. You're killing it, man. And I just have to give you your flowers right here, man. Tim Smalls, keep on on, man. You feel me? Keep on keeping on. Last but not least, I think it goes without saying. I could mention a lot of people that's in here right here and there, and I mentioned everybody first coming, start when I first started speaking. I mentioned everybody. Shout out to you guys, but I really want to mention um, and tell a big thank you to Ramsey for his support, and not just Ramsey, another R in here, Rye guy as well. You two guys are goaded. I think you guys are amazing. And what y'all do in the community, y'all are the young bulls, the young goats of this community. I want to see you come up. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate y'all. I'm gonna close with this. We have other content creators in here that are really doing their thing, such as my guy Arbo. I see Jimmy out here putting the work in. My boy, the model himself, LA finest. Ben, my man Sauce DeVille's in the building. Man, I see you out here, man. Hamza, I don't have to say nothing about you, baby. Thank you for all the work you do, man. And heck, good to see you out here, man. There's content creators in here right now. And I'm gonna close with this. If you're a content creator, keep your head up, man. The best is yet to come. And with that note, man, you all have a great, wonderful evening. God bless. See y'all. Peace, man.
Great job closing by Mojo. Fun space as always. If anybody wants to be part of it, it's on Tuesdays. It's on Twitter. New speaker. Go ahead and DM me if you're shy. We'll get you scheduled. It's fine. Had some milestones this week. 1,000 on YouTube, 700 on Twitch, 1,700 on Twitter. But that's all you guys. So thank you. Please sub, like, share, and keep grinding.